We're gonna burglar the burglar master.
Yeah, I think that's the plan. Tonight we may burgle the burgomaster.
Heist episodes are the best.
Aren't they?
No,
I agree.
no, we get to decide whether the theme music is Pink Panther, Ocean 11, or just like simply like the funny music they do in British movies.
Oh yeah, the Benny Hill theme. That's gonna be the Benny Hill theme.
Let's do my best to keep it nice and suspenseful.
If shit goes wrong, it's gonna be the Benny Hill theme.
Well, as we finished last session, you guys were walking out of the festival in the direction of the burgomaster's house mansion. And every house you see in the village of Milwaukee right now looks dimly lit, with their occupants enjoying the festivities, of course, in the town square. Only the Wachter house and the burgomaster's mansion show any signs of occupancy. There's still 2 guards standing outside of the burgomaster's mansion, or the baron's mansion. And you can see a few, like I said, dimly lit windows on the inside, telling you that a few people may still be at home, particularly in the attic.
All right, so
Indeed. The burgomaster's son is still inside the house.
yeah, I'm kind of scared of intruding onto a teenager in his own room, but we'll see what happens.
How much you want bet Kragnar throw javelin over that house from here?
Let's do that another time.
I wonder
Still,
why his
he's
son
just
isn't
scared.
attending the event.
Because he's a teenager.
They all got stuck in the roof of the church.
You remember being a teenager? Did you really want to be at a party your father was at?
Point. I still don't like father. Father, asshole.
Yeah. Mine kind of was, last time I saw him was not good in memory either. Let's just move on.
As you sort of discreetly make your way out of the festivities and back to one another, regrouping, so to speak, you don't take long to notice that someone seems to be tailing you. Not in a way that they're trying to hide themselves either. Behind you, you see what looks to be a tall, sapphire dragonborn, donning brilliant-looking armor, and it looks to be a slew of weapons across his body. On his back, a massive great axe and warhammer. Curled up in his tail, a set of javelins.
Yeah!
And in his hand, a brilliant crystal blade that is just massive.
Have you guys spotted the walking arsenal just walking behind us?
He sure is
Walking.
colorful.
I not walk that far behind.
Very.
Oh.
I found him.
Not the most inconspicuous fellow.
I don't know. I found him extremely subtle and very easy to miss.
I can't imagine
Like
there's much you can
armor.
do about it.
Like
Derek's gotta turn around and go like, "Hey, buddy, we're trying to do something here. If you want to talk to us, just come by. You're not very it's
We see-
easier if you were near."
We see.
I guess he's shy.
I'm a bit shy. Sorry. Hello. My name is Wraith. I was sent here by the Holy Order. Father Lucian asked for our help to help this domain. I will lend any aid I can for your quest.
Oh, you must be one of those brain types that use your brain and words to conquer the enemy, aren't you?
Oh,
Yeah.
shut it, bird brain.
Aw, come on, let me have some fun with him.
Well, it is convenient that you met Father Lucian and he sent you to us. We could certainly use aid of your sort. And the elf kind of looks you up and down, impressed at your armaments.
I've come fully prepared for anything that may approach.
Yes, I see that.
Trust and
How far can
believe
you throw
you
that
will
javelin?
need every one of these weapons.
Yes, it's going to be an excellent thing to have while we're trying to sneakily and silently enter the house right over there.
However, you will not need them currently.
All right, Kragnar, you can you can wipe some of that. You've got some spit just falling off your mouth there.
Shoving Terok. Don't just spill beans. Man,
Wipes his mouth. Well, the way I see it, we don't all have to go traipsing through the house.
I wasn't intent on it. That's why there is currently a spider crawling around on the inside of Tarek's coat.
Oh, God, don't go there. Ugh. All right,
wait, friend of Father Lucian, friend of ours, me, Kragnar.
Nice to meet
So-
you, Kragnar. I've met many orc warriors, and not one has let me down. I hope you will be just the same.
Thunderhoof clan have good, strong warrior. We fight good with axe.
Axe? I also have an axe. Let's see who fights better.
all right, you two. You can we can compare battle scars and make new ones once we are in a less urgent situation and with less timeline to respect. We just to put you up to date, we're trying to go see into the Burgermeister's house to see how messed up his relationship is with the current lord of this domain is, which would be a apparently vampire named Strahd. That's about it. Oh yes, also we found this beautiful, amazing woman named Irina and her okay brother named Ismark. He's a kind of good guy, and we're trying to get him to have citizenship here and let us have entry into this. Not residency in that for us, but keep having access by being on the good side of the Burgermaster, which we're trying to burglar.
This Terok, he like talk. He opened doors with
words. Yeah, sure, words.
This Corvus, he grumpy druid. This Aaron, he quiet one.
And Kragnar is the brain of the operation.
Yeah, thank you for introducing us, Kragnar. You're
Artemine.
your
stop.
words are irreplaceable.
Most common saying
yes.
in group is "I agree with Kragnar" is true.
Oh yeah, and Artemine is the actual. He likes to throw fire and ice at stuff. That's about his personality.
Artemine looks at you with like squinted eyes. I am a reaper of the Raven Queen. I do not merely throw fire.
Thank you for making my
Dramatic
point.
one is Artemis.
Corvus sighs out loud.
See, Dark told you.
Very stuffy elf.
It's cool though. Most druids wear green. He wear black. Approve.
All right. So, Ray, you ready to join this band of merry men?
Yes.
All right.
Well, if Father Lucian sent you, then, well, we trust you with no questions.
That hasn't gotten us anything wrong up until now.
As we start to look towards our plan, we've all gotten together. Artemine mentions under his breath, we have multiple ways to enter this building. I have spied a rear entrance.
All right, any guards on the rear entrance?
Doesn't appear so.
Secret.
All right, I might work my feathers at that door. So let's try to get over there without being noticed too much. Or, at least more than we have been up until now.
Yeah, I'm not going. I was just a fucking spectacle on stage. I'm staying out here. I'm sure way too many people are probably coming up to Artemine for his comfort.
I'm gonna go. Quiet like
All
a
right.
fox.
Well, I'll be going because I've got some stealth magic. Pragnar, why are you coming? Are you
No, quiet
gonna be
Like
quiet? All right.
and strong like bull.
I suppose I'll also go.
I don't know what the walking blacksmith doing, but he can join us if he wants to.
Hey, shouldn't we pretend we're like looking this way?
Yeah, at this point.
See the party just awkwardly bumbling in the direction of the Burgermaster's mansion on the side. No one paying them any mind because there's no one around. Even the guard that's posted out back on the door, or the back entrance to the Burgermaster's mansion that is sound asleep, loudly snoring, with a tankard of empty ale sitting directly next to him, some of its contents spilled over, passing onto his shirt and his trousers. Or you think that's what that is.
I was going to say with a low voice. Looks like somebody had fun at the party. That's just perfect for us.
See, the double doors are closed, and they do appear to be locked. There's a small bolt lock, or bolt action lock, I should say, on the opposite side of the door.
Before we get to the door, Corvus is gonna hold everyone up with a hand signal and signal everyone to gather around, and he's going to begin silently casting his Pass Without Trace spell, which he will be concentrating on for the next hour. And basically what this does is everyone who's within 30 feet of me will get plus 10 to their stealth checks, making us far more likely to get away with this.
Alright.
So as long as you're within 30 feet, you benefit from the spell.
Cragdar not need, but
Maybe not, but maybe the clanking arsenal guy might.
no. Understand. Got to kind of share. Me understand.
Well, think of it as a magical crutch, huh?
Whoa. No, yeah. Some people need crutch. Not crutch.
Exactly.
Derek
And,
is gonna.
more voices from here on out.
Hey, I'm stealthing Dungeon Master.
So, Derek is gonna try to see if there's any kind of alarm or anything on the door. What kind of? I'm trying to see if there's anything. What would I roll for that?
Go ahead and roll investigation. From the look of it, you don't see any markings or anything like that on the door. No pull chains or trick cords or anything like that.
Corvus looks at the guard. Does he see any keys on his
That's cool.
person?
It's cool,
Anything like
John. What's that, Dan?
Nice.
Sorry.
Corvus looks down at the guard and to look if he's got some keys on his belt or something like that.
You know what? As a matter of fact, you do see that there's a small loop of keys on his belt.
Well, I shall like to stealthily remove them. Or maybe Terra can if he wants, if he insists.
Yeah, let me do the light work.
And just to describe the door a little bit better,
Into
you can see that the door is, like I said, locked because there's a small gap in between the two double doors. They're custom-made, old-fashioned oak, and they don't exactly fit perfectly together, so that small crevice allows you to see this bolt action lock that's keeping the door shut, closed, and locked at the moment. It looks to be something relatively simple to, to break into, I would say, to be pointed about it.
You know what? Let me work my magic without. Let me get some challenge. So to roll, it's exclamation mark R D20 plus my score, right? So,
Sounds like you could just take a stick, push it in through the gap underneath the bar, and push up.
that would be too easy.
But you still gotta roll for it.
Yep. So basically, Tarok is just gonna go look at it, expertly just take a feather and just.
To no surprise of yours, Simon, you see that it's like relatively easy to maneuver. It's not one that you can just lift up and unlock, unfortunately. But you do find a way to start maneuvering the bolt action backwards and backwards and backwards until the door unlocks.
Perfect. Like wings in the wind.
Yes, you always need a one-liner when you succeed on these checks.
Otherwise, it would be no.
One of the double doors just kind of hangs slightly ajar, just from the weight of it. And obviously, it's poorly set on its frame.
I'll look to see if I can hear or see anything moving inside. That would be perception, right?
Yeah, go ahead and roll perception to see if you can hear or see anything moving inside as the door opens.
A dirty 20.
Well, it's not see or hear so much that overwhelms your senses right away, but smell. Because the smell of delicious food hits your nostrils right away. Various sources. You can see right away, through the crack in the door, that there's an abundant spread on a long table that sits on the opposite wall from the doorway.
Makes me think of those delicious meat pies I had earlier. Ugh, no, don't think about this. Slowly move in, trying. And I'll signal for everybody to follow suit behind.
You hear the crackling of the fire and the small wisp of the candles that are lit on the side table beside you. But besides that, there's no sounds of shuffling or footsteps, or really anybody in this room, or likely the room's over. It doesn't mean there's no one there, of course. They could be stationary.
I see some stairs. Do we want to go up right away, or do we want to explore some more?
I
We
think
should
Onyx
probably do what we gotta do here and get out.
Onyx would definitely crawl out of your coat and then start going upstairs.
And I'm gonna stifle the squawk and just like, just shake it off and move on.
Ooh, I like it. You guys are moving quick. Alright, as we get up the stairs, I'll get you guys to a different place on the map real quick, as best as I can.
Men of action.
Please
Yes.
also plop a spider if you can.
I will absolutely do that.
You can keep it where it is right now.
Keep it away from Tarak.
Keep
Wait a
in
minute.
mind, we are here to find information. we may want to be thorough.
Hey, question.
Yes.
If we come across guard or person, you want you try smooth talk or you want me kill?
I want to smoke dog them until you can knock them out.
I never took you for an assassin, Kragnar.
And just dropping a sphere here for you guys so you can see where that stairs lead up on the second story here. I have this stacked sideways to make it a little easier for you guys who aren't so good with the green tool. Nothing like a one-story house to navigate. Alright, the rest of you now can use Terok and Corvus as your guide to get over to where you need to be. If you're having trouble figuring out where those stairs led up to, just click on Terok or Corvus's
Got it.
player
Okay.
and you should be good.
Yeah, separated it from the building so it won't sit there and occlude the whole time. Not a bad idea.
I was thinking that mention was a tiny bit low for a Burgermaster. Had to be more centric.
The client's just easier to use when you're not messing with multiple levels. I don't know.
Crappy house. He has second floor.
Just gives you guys
Right,
one less
or-
thing to do when you're trying to
Yeah.
move your mini around. So I like setting
There-
the levels up like this for you. When we
Stairs
get
just go up to nowhere.
when we get to Ravenloft, I'm not going to be that friendly.
Damn, I hadn't thought of that.
When we
So
get to
I can't
Ravenloft,
imagine
you're
trying
fucked.
to.
Yeah, when we
That's
get to
gotta be like the ultimate design
that's
challenge.
that's the learning curve that
Oh boy.
you'll have to just deal with.
But
But-
you're gonna learn today.
Yeah, exactly. By then, you gotta know. Well, as you guys make it up the first set of stairs there, let me tell you what you're dealing with. Just give me one moment. It's my dog's birthday today, and she's looking at me like, "Hey, where's my dinner?"
Get that steak and bacon going.
My,
So
wi-
where's that birthday dinner?
my wife's coming home shortly with a cake and dinner for her, but she didn't eat. She normally eats way before this. She's getting a special dinner tonight. She's looking at me like, dude.
Pets don't understand.
No. They don't understand.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Just throw them a few treats and they'll be good for a bit.
Doc's like, I cannot tell time, but
Don't
I can
care.
feel it,
You
and
get
I
2
feel
milk
that it is
bones.
past time for me to eat.
Yeah. You get 2 milk
Right on.
bones because I realize I have fucked up.
Well, as you guys climb up this staircase, the staircase leads up to about a 10-foot wide gallery. It stretches almost the length of the whole mansion. There's breathtaking paintings all over the walls, beautiful landscapes that look nothing like Barovia, of course. 2 separate narrow hallways lead from the gallery to the north.
Alright. Do we see that chicken? Oh,
We could
there.
all silent as night.
Okay. All right, sounds good. All right, let's try to move this whole party quietly. No bad jokes, Corvus. Stay silent.
Oh, we are quiet. Even the big new guy's quiet. We are passing without trace.
Even the guy wearing plate armor is quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you see a chicken, just go ahead and disregard it. Those are my room labels. They're very small, so they don't take up a lot of space on the screen.
All good. I was thinking that maybe there was Pollito doing some guard duty.
The cockatrice. I've seen them before.
Invisible
They
minis
pretend to be
and
chickens,
yeah,
but they're not. They're little devil dragons.
All right. Let's go explore some doors.
Oh, tiny spider.
All right. Is the door next to Terok locked?
Let's see here. The door next to Tarok. Give me just 1 second.
No problem.
The door to this room is indeed locked, but it does have a small keyhole that sits just above the door handle.
Can I see inside?
You try and peek inside. Go ahead and roll perception.
Another dirty 20. Rolling well tonight. Now.
You are indeed. You see a room covered with little dolls. They have powder white skin, auburn hair. Some of them are dressed beautifully, others plainly. And you see a few newer looking dolls, fresher looking straw. Beautiful, blonde, straw colored hair. They fill a long bookshelf. Others are arranged in neat rows on a wall with mounted shelves. Still others are piled atop a bed in a heavy wooden chest. What's odd is that all the dolls, apart from their clothing, look the same, except those newer dolls. They all look like Imelda.
Okay.
Oh,
Brody.
God.
Yeah, and I remember the last time we had to deal with a doll. That was not exactly, wholesome. I
You
would
get
say.
the sense that this is the Burgermaster's monstrous henchman, Isaac Strahd, bedroom.
Please, dolls.
Wow. Imelda must have really made an impression on him.
Clearly.
Corvus, blankly, without blinking, turns around and attempts to quietly open the door across the hallway. Silently.
You know what? I'm curious about it. I'm going to try to open the... I'll let you do your door, but then I'll do my door later.
Ragnar was going to search under Isaac's bed.
When I've been open, the door's locked. I'll open it, so don't worry about it.
Corvus, you push open the double doors easily as there's no lock on this door. You're like, I'd like to open the door, please, sir.
May I request?
Floor-to-ceiling shelves line every wall of this windowless room, and the number of books contained here is north of, well, we'll say astounding.
Interesting. Corvus looks to the desk in front of him.
As does Aaron.
There's a brass oil lamp that sits atop this desk. And it's, looks like someone's desk that they work at. There's a comfortable looking chair with a padded cushion. And it has the symbol of a roaring bear stitched into its back cushion. You get the sense that this might be the burgomaster's office or library, perhaps.
Corvus will peruse the surface of the desk, looking for anything like a diary or letters or anything that he himself has been writing recently.
As you kind of creep further into the room, you notice you're not alone in the room. You see two massive mastiffs that sort of rise from their lazy lying position and start a slow, low growl at you.
Corvus turns his attentions to the dogs, and he creeps over very peacefully, and he pulls out 2 good berries and offers them to the dogs.
Immediately the growling stops, and their noses begin to twitch and work quickly in the air, trying to smell at what you may have in your hand. Noticing that it's something edible, they quickly chomp it from your fingers. And go ahead and roll a dexterity check.
Animal. Oh, okay, dexterity.
For your fingers, dog.
Oh wait, that was a saving throw. That was the wrong. I clicked the wrong thing. My bad.
You notice,
Dexterity roll.
you notice their
D20.
urgency at perhaps getting an afternoon snack out of their normal routine, as they seem to be regimented animals, well trained, well fed, well muscled. And with that, see what you got here.
Corvus makes friendly with them and tries to pet them and give them scritches under their chins.
Yeah, you're able to quickly pull your fingers away without them snapping off any, trying to eat the good berries out of your hands, and then they quickly thank you with several licks to your hand, and some of them start to try and nose around near your pockets to see if there's any more good berries perhaps in there.
Corvus gives the dogs a few minutes of attention before leaving them and moving on. A few moments of attention.
I see that there's other people standing in that room. Not sure what you guys are doing in there, how you're interacting in there, but if anything you're interested in, let me know.
Yeah, guys, we gotta investigate here.
Investigation is my speciality. I want to go through these papers and books and scrolls and pamphlets and things on the desk.
You see, most of this is written in the Burgomaster's handwriting, or at least what you would presume is the Burgomaster's handwriting. Or a single person has written all of these notes and scribings. And some of them seem to be rather lofted tales about the well-doings of the Volakovich family whilst in Wallachia, and some of them are history books that have been written by the Baron himself about his time of rule and his father's time of rule before him. Then you see a set of books sort of dusty underneath these more freshly bound books. I would guess that these look like they've been not used or touched in a long time from the look of it.
Aaron reaches for one of them and opens it.
Sort of in like an encasing. You see there's 5 books, all black, leather bound, in like a sleeve of sorts to keep the books together. Like I said, it's covered in dust, and it's stacked underneath all of the books that you see before you. You wouldn't be able to just reach out and grab a book.
think
Excuse me.
Onyx crawls up onto Aaron's shoulder and is like glancing back and forth between Aaron and the books, like, yeah, do it.
I'll unstack what's on top of them. End up pulling them more to the center of the desk, easier, more accessible, and pull one out of the binding, I suppose at random. I'll pull the middle one.
And once Corvus is done placating the dogs, he'll return and add another set of eyeballs to this. So I guess he grabs a book too. Starts thumbing through it, if he can.
Wraith attempts to read the books as well,
He keeps
grabbing
secret
one
stuff
from the
in.
pile.
He keeps secret stuff in bedroom or something.
He's got to have something worth reading here. Judging by how much he puts down on paper.
Maybe like secret apartment somewhere. That.
That is a good thought, Kragnar. We should keep an eye out for those.
Ragnar is going to do a little perimeter sweep. Feeling for wind, drafts. Maybe an occasional knock on the back of the bookshelf to see if there's like any anomalies, any stuff that's different or strange.
Alright, well, for my Great American Book Club, I have a list of several books that you pull from the stack. Obviously, each of you pulling one at a time. We'll just go through this one by one. Aaron, you pull an alchemist tome. And it details all sorts of strange experiments, as well as some potions and mixtures. Seems like it might be worthwhile to keep.
Nice.
Corvus, you see what looks to be, a bestiary of strange beasts in Barovia.
Nice. Corvus begins thumbing through it with interest immediately.
And Wraith, you
Corvus
find
is very
something
much
most
interested.
interesting as well. A book that is full of maps of all of Greater Barovia, including one very detailed of Vallaki. It actually has a foldout that shows the schematics of each house. Burgermaster's
this
mansion included.
I pull out this map and attempt to spread it on the table, moving aside all the other things, knocking them to the floor. Look at what I have here.
We assume you're focusing on the blueprint of the mansion. That is a convenient find. That will make our investigations much easier.
Yeah, you can easily
Especially
see
if Ragnar's instinct proves true.
the schematics of what looks to be a two-storied house with a small attic as well.
I think at the sight of all of these books and everything in here, Artemine is going to take a flying leap from the roof that he's perched on nearby outside and blip through the window of one of these rooms here on the second floor via Misty Step. He just didn't want to be seen approaching the Baron's manor. Put up in the air when no one's paying attention. Poof.
I didn't fully understand what you did there, but that's probably my fault.
So, jumping, off of the roof towards the building, and then spending, a spell slot to Misty Step the rest of the way, the rest of the gap through the window on the second floor.
Got it. You weren't in the building yet. I was confused by that. I thought you were following around with the rest of the party.
Nope.
Do we want to look at more books?
No more books. There's secret doors.
Keeping my
somewhere,
book.
Not information, not in book. Books boring. Nothing here.
I want to try.
The last. So there were 5 in total. So I'll check out the last 2.
Yeah, Corvus will put the bestiary in his backpack, and he'll take the final remaining one and start thumbing through it.
You said you wanted to check out the last 2 there, Aaron?
Yes.
I'll check one too, since we can do it faster.
Yeah, absolutely. You Aaron, grab a a guide to fine wines.
Wonderful.
Oh, well, they couldn't all be practically useful. You know what? That's not necessarily useless.
And Corvus, you recover an anthology of poetry.
I think Tarok should hang on to these.
Yes.
Judgment. Judgment.
Are there...
Give the book of fine wine to Artemis.
Hey, he would probably take it. Are there any books that seem to stand out on the shelves?
All of them seem to stand pretty well by themselves.
Excellent one.
I mean, like, any of them look kind of unique, or...
I would say they all look relatively unique. The books on the shelves aren't so uniform as the books that are on the desk.
Well, I want to...
Well, now it's time to take this blueprint and compare it with the layout and see if we find anything suspicious.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, while they do that, I'd like to go into Isaac's room.
Okay.
Oh, I'm going in. If I see that, I'm going in there. Yeah.
I gotta fuck with that guy.
Books versus Isaac and his stupid dolls. What a dork.
Do you want me to try to open the door, or...?
Yeah, the door's locked.
Okay, I'll do so then.
Sorry, I think we covered that.
Yeah, I was just making sure.
Yep.
So, dirty 20 again.
Damn.
You definitely picked the lock, and that door swings open easily for you.
Perfect.
I think before walking out of the room and standing guard in the hallway, Artemine swipes the histories that were written by the Baron and Baron's previous.
Aaron tries to
Tucks them in his bag.
put everything back on the desk as it were, minus the missing items to the best of his memory, which is probably not very well.
Alright.
Don't sell yourself short. 18 intelligence comes with very good memory.
Corvus takes up the blueprint that Wraith laid out, and as he walks out into the hall, he kind of holds it out in front of him and begins walking the hallway, the area.
Alright. So in his next room, Tarok is gonna take the latest doll of Imelda. Well, yeah, and he's gonna keep it in his bag as a possible gift to a certain lady if she ever comes back.
I don't know, man.
I was like, that's kind of creepy. And that's coming from the dead guy.
Nah, that's just gonna be a reminder of, hey, if we do get to beat the guy, that's gonna be interesting to
I
have.
suppose as long as you claim to have made it instead of some creepy weirdo, and as like a friendship thing.
Ragnar's shaking his head over here. Ragnar's shaking his head a bit.
It's gonna be like a, hey, remember that creepy, awful guy? He had a doll of you. Now that I say it, it does sound creepy. I'll still keep it anyway.
Check under bed. Check under bed. Check doors. Check secret doors.
And there was a mention of a chest, and I'm gonna check that chest as well. I'll actually check if that chest is booby-trapped. Because a guy like Izek is not to be trusted. Is that okay, DM?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm guessing I don't find any traps.
Well, a quick inspection reveals that there's no traps on the box.
Alright. Is the box locked?
There's a small latch, but no, not locked with any kind of key or anything like that.
Alright, I will open the chest then.
Inside, you find 2 empty wine bottles. And they look to be, pretty pristine-looking bottles, as though they're preserved as some sort of collector's item. And the label on each of them says, "The Wizard of Wines, Purple Grape Mash, number 3.
Oh, there's a book of fine wines. Can I come? Well, you know what? I'll compare that later to the book when we have more time. So what did you call them? Gotta take a note of that.
The Wizard of Fine Wines.
Almost.
You've got a wine guide now.
The Wizard of Wines.
Wizard of Wines.
Purple Grape
Wizard?
Mash,
I like that.
number 3.
That's good.
He said the magic word, man. I'm intrigued.
And I feel better to know that I'm not the only one who doesn't listen to me.
Couldn't remember all of it. That's it.
I'm checking under the bed and in between the mattress area, under the pillow.
You do find one lone solitary doll underneath this pillow. And
He sleeps with them. Too.
it's still warm.
No
No,
crusty sock.
Leave it there. Leave it there.
What does this doll look like? Imelda or?
Oh yes, yep. Straw-colored blonde hair. Looks very, very close to a likeness of Imelda.
We need to kill this guy.
Izek loser.
Hopefully we'll find a suitable opportunity.
Ooh, Tarok.
Yes.
You know
What's up?
Corvus, not at all interested in Izek's room, begins wandering down the hall, and he's attracted to this large room on his right.
Yeah, I go with Corvus.
Yeah, go away, Corvus. We're gonna do something fun. All right, what's up, Connor?
No, I have a funny idea. Next time, see Izek.
Yeah.
Work in.
Is this door open?
Like
All
doll.
right.
Toy.
We walk right in.
All right, so we're trying to hear Cagnar here, guys. Yeah.
Sleep.
Yeah, I think they're trying to do something too. You've been talking a lot today, Simon. Please don't shush other players. That's not your role at the table.
Oh no, sorry. I was trying to hear Kragnar. I'm sorry.
We give little hints that like we might know. Like we say word doll, say stuffed, say toy, say Imelda, and to see what he does.
All right, will do.
All right, good plan. All right.
Good plan, guys.
Nothing here. Master.
Plan deliberated. Can I narrate what's going on for them now?
Oh, no problem.
All right, thank you. As you guys walk in that room, you find an interesting-looking bridal gown hanging in the corner of the room, standing from what looks to be some sort of a vanity post. This room smells sweet, like powder and fine perfumes. You see a mirror that stands against one wall, next to a faceless wooden mannequin. And mounted on another wall is also a full-length mirror with a gilded frame. A door in one corner leads to a garderobe.
Seems like that might be the Baron's wife's room. Not
That would
sleeping
be
in the same bed.
That would be a good estimation, yes. Although it is interesting that they don't sleep in the same room. Well, notable at least.
That's actually the room that I blipped into. So hyper focused on books, he just blasted right through. Didn't even pay attention.
Well, that probably means you could have told us there wasn't much notable in here.
Yeah, Tarek would have just
Question,
been...
are the rooms labeled on the blueprints that we're looking at?
Ooh, that's a good question.
They are.
Well, no more wandering for us.
Well, and whoops, I went the wrong way. I thought they were that way, and I've gone the whole ass other way in the upstairs.
Whoops. That's kind of where we're going next anyway, I would imagine.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
good. That's good.
We're going these way.
Hang on, there's still
Yeah.
a door here at the end of the hall.
You walk into here, Kragnar, listening at these doors. He's like listening at each of the doors. Looks sort of lost.
So Corvus walks into this corridor and holds up the blueprints, and I'm assuming it says master bedroom right directly in front of him. And what are these other two? Corvus casually tries the handle on the door, hoping it will be open and not trapped.
Dan, are you mute? Dan, you might be muted.
Sure am. Sorry about that. Well, the room you're in front of is the master bedroom. The room just to the left of you is sort of like another suite, perhaps some sort of a powder room for the lady. And there is also a storage room just at the beginning of the hall.
Not terribly interested in the prospect of more looking through more people's living areas. Corvus brings up the blueprint again and begins looking for any details that he might have missed. Something smaller, a nook, a hidden cranny, something. And he walks back the other way.
What is this room that me and Wraith are standing in front of? Looks like it's got chains in it.
Yeah, Corvus is coming back down here because he sees on the blueprint that there's areas we didn't go to.
Wraith checks the table at the end of this hall.
And I mean, the Baron's bedroom would probably be worth checking out too.
Yeah.
That is key place.
Well,
Yeah.
they can do that. I don't need to do it. I got the blueprint. I'm looking for the hidden spot. The hidden stuff.
Corvus totally missed hidden spot.
I'm looking for the stash, man.
Yeah, you guys find some awesome treasure. Whatever, good for you.
We find stash.
Try to hide it from us like some scum bums.
Some treasure goblins.
Yeah.
Who's doing what? Who's doing what first?
Yeah, I don't know. We all wanted to look at something.
Yeah.
So you guys go first.
Yeah, and we're still exploring the old area.
Yep, go ahead.
Try the handle on this door. Is it locked?
It is indeed locked.
Is there a keyhole? Can I see into this room?
This one, yeah, has a keyhole similar to Izek's, but it's dark inside the room.
Corvus holds up and references the blueprint. Is there any kind of labeling or anything on here referencing what this room might be or what its purpose is?
It is a pantry room.
Ah.
According to the blueprint.
Interesting. It says this is a pantry, but pantries usually aren't locked.
Pantries usually aren't on the second floor.
Right.
What role would a pantry knowledge check be? That's a tough one.
I wanna try something creative here. So I can see into the room, but it's dark. Can I cast Mage Hand inside that room and unlock the door from the inside?
Like you poke your eyeball in there so you can see well enough to project the spell in there, like that.
Yes.
To be honest, I'm reading Mage Hand. It doesn't say anything about seeing the location. You might even be able to do that without poking your eyeball through the keyhole.
That would be useful.
It just says within range.
That it does.
Yeah, you can do that.
Well, see what Gan says about it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I was waiting for you guys to shut up before I said anything. I'm gonna also wait for at least 2 minutes. If anybody talks in between the term, someone has asked a question for me, and people begin to speak after that. I read a book about people interrupting you, and it said the best way to stop people from doing that is create an awkward silence. I think I did a pretty good job of doing that just now. Let's not do that anymore, okay?
I love it.
Yes, you can do that. Absolutely.
Cool. I would like to cast my mage hand on the inside of the door and unlock it from the inside. And then open the door. What's going on in here?
Unfortunately, the locked pantry looks to be long emptied. Perhaps this was an extra food storage area for the festivities today, as you do see a few crumbs still left on the ground. There is, however, two what look to be rather large kegs of ale in the corner, but it's not ale. Stamped on the side, you see Great Mash number 3.
I'm gonna put those in my bag of holding. Feel like Erwin and his wife could use those at the inn, sell them at the bar.
Seems to be a popular brand around here.
Seems the chains were red herrings.
Indeed. All right, yeah, I'm gonna steal this wine. Rejoin the others.
In the Baron's manor, I think I'm going through his bedside table. Checking to see what kind of shit he's got in here.
There's really nothing in there besides like a moldy old journal.
A journal, you say?
Mm-hmm. It is the word that I used. Journal.
Journal.
Le journal.
Does it look like used recently, or is it dusty?
Well, it's moldy.
I mean, moldy doesn't mean it's dusty. That just means it's old.
Right, that's right. Mold and dust usually don't go together.
Well,
You gonna open
What are we
it?
saying?
Read it?
do we take his journal? Because we're going to need more than just a few minutes with the journal.
Yeah, it's got definitely pages and pages of writing in it.
Pick over your shoulder, say, just open it to the middle.
Or open it to the most recent entry. What do you guys not know how the journal works?
Open it to the most recent pages, scan through until I find empty pages, and then sweep back.
Oh, you're very bored for several pages, which go over the long events of the Baron's day, and you see kind of what an overbearing asshole he is, even in his own dialoguing. But something strikes your eye, and it's the mention of an argument he had with his son. That he thinks that his son may have stolen some sort of text from his libraries. One from the far corner. He doesn't let anybody go through ever, or look over when they come to visit his illustrious library. These are text strictly of a magical nature. Speak of
Artemis drops
spells
the
and
book.
magic of old.
He just straight up pawns it off onto Aaron real quick, says, continue reading this. And fucking makes a beeline right back into the library. You guys can do whatever you want. I'll pick this back up at some point.
Dungeon Master, I'll check this door out over here in the bedroom. See what's going on with this.
Let's see here.
Opens right up.
What you find in front of you is a closet. Several cloaks, coats, gowns, and other fancy apparel hang from hooks.
Closet, perfect place to hide something. And I get down on my hands and knees and start checking the floor, looking for false, like rocks, movable things you can like stone, false alcoves. Alcoves is the word I was looking for. Buttons, little trappy door things, and especially secret little compartments.
Okay, go ahead and roll investigation.
Yeah, baby. Hell yeah, investigation. You guys ready for this?
I am.
Here we go. Here comes my... That's an 8 minus 1. That's a 7 investigation roll. Kragnar, super sleuth. Find all clues. Kragnar blow this whole conspiracy wide open. You just wait. Oh, we may be getting our 2 minutes.
Uh-oh. Someone
were you muted?
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay.
I'm just
muted
paying
for 2
attention to
minutes.
what you were saying. You were investigating through there. There's just not much in there besides some slippers, boots, fine shoes down at the floor. As you kind of scuffle around, you do see some ladies' hosiery that has a rather rosy smell to it, coming off of it at least.
Surprised Izek hasn't taken this.
Oh.
But apart from
I'll
that,
head out.
no items of real value, unfortunately.
Okay, I'll close the door and then continue investigating the bedroom.
No, I don't think you understood the 2-minute rule. The 2-minute rule applies if you ask me a question and someone else starts speaking to answer that question, I'm gonna not talk for 2 minutes. That's the 2-minute rule, so you understand.
Yeah, but I made a rule. I made a roll, and then I started talking after the roll. I thought that you might extend sua sponte, as we lawyers say. You might sua sponte extend the ruling.
No, because the point of that is not to be a dick. The point of it is, guys, if they're asking me questions, they're asking me questions. They're not asking you questions. Everybody here has probably been a DM at some point in their lives, and we've had this discussion a couple times before. I just don't want to have it more and more. It's very simple. You have a role at the table. Your role is player. Don't quiet other players down. Don't tell people what's happening. Don't tell people what the result of their actions are. I will be quiet for 2 minutes if you do that.
Yeah.
Because I'm processing things on my side. Sometimes I am just muted, so feel free to ask if I'm muted, but please don't answer for me when I'm being asked questions. It makes it difficult to control what's going on in the game.
Does Kragnar get inspiration for pointing out that you're muted?
I would say that's worthy of inspiration.
Just kidding.
But
No!
inspiration in real life, not in the game.
Oh, okay, all right.
Go forth and be inspired.
I am inspired. Okay, all right. Someone else go.
I'm definitely intrigued by this far corner and magical books in this library. I'm fucking scanning.
Yeah, Corvus is more interested in this side of the house. He's going to investigate this room more closely this time.
Wraith
Kind
is
of like
observing
Ragnar was,
both.
looking behind bookshelves, looking for, false bottoms and containers, and buttons, levers, that kind of thing.
All right.
And I will be giving myself guidance for this as well. I should probably state which room I'm in. I'm in the Baroness's room.
Noted. All right. In your case, Artemine, as you kind of walk back into the library, you see this corner that he's referring to. It's sort of looks a little bit more obscure, I guess I would say, from the rest of the books on the shelf. There's just one particular set of books, and all of them are stuffed into one corner of this top shelf. And each of them are bound with like a navy blue cover. And I would say there's probably about 7 of them.
Okay. I guess I am going to just take them. I will read them later. Slot them all, cram them all into my bag. I'm taking nothing else. Because I don't have any more room. Eject a bunch of books. Hurrah. I broke into the Baron's Manor and all I got was books. But joke's on them. Books are my favorite.
I like my book too.
Yeah, I got them shits. I'm gonna read them later.
Forget about them.
Oh, absolutely not.
Readings for nerds!
Yes. Yes, but nerds rule.
Unless I think that defines 2 of us.
And Corvus, you said you were in the Baroness's room, the powder room you meant, next to the master bedroom. I'm not looking at Dalespire at the moment, but I can be.
The room with the mirror on the wall. I don't see a mirror anywhere else, so I'm gonna call it that.
Oh, okay, gotcha. You're in the mirror room. Got it.
Yeah, we might have been wrong about that being the Baroness's room, so I'll just call it the mirror room. That's what we thought it was. You didn't tell us that.
Well, you do see like the bridal gown in there, so that might have.
We were assuming still.
This mirror that sits on the wall, I guess, probably draws your attention for the first time, or it's the second time since you entered the room. And it's just ornately designed. There's sort of like gold incrustations all along the outside of the mirror. And as you kind of examine closely, you can see that they're actually branches with leaves upon them. And this is all pretty crafty metalwork, but must be just gaudily expensive.
Corvus begins preparing his detect magic ritual. And he will take 10 minutes looking at this mirror to determine if it is magical or not. Unfortunately, that's going to break my concentration on the stealth, so everybody starts sounding louder as they move around.
A ritual breaks concentration? Oh, that's a concentration spell, detect magic? Oh, okay.
You can
But
sort
Corvus
of
isn't
feel
super worried about it.
this.
Sorry.
You're alright. You can sort of feel this aura radiating off that mirror in front of you. It's a certain magnetism. It's hard to not look at the mirror.
It's your face.
Corvus is going to call Artemine over and ask if he's got any divinations prepared that could spill some more light on this. This could be very important or not at all important. That's really tough to tell.
Yeah, unfortunately, detect magic is not exactly the most descriptive.
No, an identify would be needed, and druids don't get that.
I have that.
Oh, all right. I call Aaron instead. What am I thinking? Asking the other elf. Ah.
Well, your detect magic spell does tell you that the aura that's being radiated is conjuration magic, so you have at least that.
Oh. Corvus asks you to use your identify divination on this mirror because it's giving off some magic vibes.
Walk up to
And,
it and place my
Aaron
hand
might be a
against
bit of a
its,
witch.
place my hand against its surface and cast identify as a ritual.
Oh, sweet. You could use that as a ritual too. I didn't know. Awesome.
Yep.
I'm dropping stuff. That's not good.
Dungeon Master. He's the Dungeon Master.
It's an awesome intro.
You should have that. You should add that to the
Right. I'm going to because I have it recorded now, so that's
Hell yeah.
We use, baby.
it's totally getting shorted. That's gonna be my new YouTube short. Is you dungeon mastering me.
Yep.
I didn't hear the last bit of what you said, Aaron. If it was for me, so I apologize.
I just said I reached out and touched the surface of the mirror,
Uh-huh.
and I cast identify as a ritual.
Thank you. Okay, that's my bad. And thank you for casting that spell. Well, as you cast Identify on the mirror, it reveals that there is indeed something living within this mirror. There is
Oh.
a ghost
Whoa.
of an assassin that has been magically bound inside of it. And the spell that you cast also reveals the forgotten rhyme needed to summon the ghost that begins to appear around the rim of the mirror. It says, "Magic mirror on the wall, summon forth your shade, night's dark vengeance, heed my call, and wield your murderous blade."
That's interesting.
Does anybody dare to read the text?
Aloud? No. It's
I'm
pretty
not over
clear
there.
about what it does. That's a perfect description for me. Oh, and he was talking to him anyway. I don't know. I'm not doing nothing. I'm waiting for Aaron to tell me shit.
Well, I was gonna say,
Dan, you're gonna be the biggest offender of the 2-minute rule. I already know. The rule was written for you, by the way.
it's all your fault. As the other magical experts in the party, I call Artemin over to and relay the text on the mirror that there's an assassin ghost housed within it. and
You
ask
boop on it.
what they think about it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Onyx, a little boop.
And
Just come on over.
Corvus and Artemin, I asked what they think about it. Artemin, I apologize. I'm
You
saying
see
your name wrong.
a small inscription on the mirror, too. After you cast that Identify spell, written in the same kind of like gold rimmed text as the rest of the message. It says, "Courtesy of the Baal Verzi."
Probably the creator.
Bulber Z. Dungeon Master, I have a question when a spare moment arises. Just letting you know.
Yep. I think this is a spare moment.
Okay, sir. Then I have a question. The question is this a swing hanging from the ceiling of the Burgomaster's bedroom in front of the bed?
It is not a sex swing.
Is it
a
is
swing.
it a swing?
It's not a swing.
It appears. Okay.
Sometimes I have to use what I've got. Sometimes, things that look like what they are not what they are. All right, I'm not trying to red herring anybody.
Okay.
Please
so it's not a
know
swing.
that I do my best to throw something in there that looks like what I want, and sometimes I fail at describing it to you. But this is actually like a pull chain.
Yeah, probably to the attic.
Think of it like, do you have like,
Yeah, I get
if you have like an attic in your house to get up there.
Look, I understand swings. You don't think I understand pull chains, bro?
Listen, I was just wondering how we got into the attic, so I'm glad that was brought to light.
Hey.
Yep, Here we go, baby. All right, Kragnar's eyeballing that, and continuing to. Well, he's got the thief over here sweeping the room, so I think he's just gonna. Hey, look.
Love it.
Pull to go up.
I guess having eyes up there is kind of useful. You see stuff higher up.
Yes, Kragnar, tall like oak tree and strong like mammoth.
All right.
Stealthy like fox.
Yeah, all the animals, buddy. You got all of them.
Yes.
All right, you want to do me the honors? He raises his head up, kind of like showing that he can't exactly reach it. Yeah, still don't have wings yet. You want to try to look at it?
You know what, Terok? Kragnar was going to wait, but Artemine ran off. So you know what? Let's check it out. Let's do this. We not wait.
Let's
Attic
do
more
this.
fun than books anyway. And I'll if Dungeon Master a description. 6'6" half orc can reach up and pull the pull chain, or get on the sex swing. I will do that.
Whatever.
Yeah, either one.
Yeah,
Either one I'm doing.
Either one I'm gonna try to. You can definitely reach it. Like someone who is 6 foot could probably reach it pretty easily. Someone shorter than that may struggle. May need like a stepping stool. But you can reach it with by just reaching your arm up.
Kragnar gets all the ladies on the dating apps because he's 6'6". Everyone swipes on 6'6".
That's a sad truth there.
Yep. Nobody even know Terok exists because he under 6 feet tall.
Say this for the shorties. Short kings need love too.
Yeah.
I'm not a short
Sure.
king. I'm a tall, skinny king.
Same.
Yeah, I'm a shorter one.
It okay,
now.
Terok. It okay. You have beautiful plumage.
I was just gonna say,
I mean,
beautiful
nice
feathers.
Gonna wipe away a tear now and just go like, it's
Come
all right.
here. Get over here. And I grab you and give you a big old half orc bear hug.
I like you too, big guy.
B5, I squeeze you harder, you might lay egg. All right. Up to attic we go.
I don't have that gender, those pronouns, but that's okay.
I don't think Kragnar knows that's how that works.
Yeah, I like him more for that. All right. Go
Is
on.
you-
I am a +2 on nature, so probably so.
And are you pulling on that sex swing?
Yeah, I'm gonna
slash
pull it,
chain?
man. I'm pulling on the sex swing.
You
Yep.
you reveal sort of like a trapdoor up there, and an unfolding unfolding wooden ladder quickly falls
Unfolding
down
wooden ladder.
to give you access to the upper area or the attic.
What kind of ladder was it?
Fast.
An unfolding wooden ladder, you dickhead.
Say that 3 times fast.
It go up.
I saw Wraith's name, and I was like, I'm never saying your last name after your first name. So like I have a lisp every time. I don't know if you guys saw his name in D&D Beyond. It's awesome. It's very, very Dragonborn. But Wraith,
I haven't looked it up.
Bill Wrath.
Wraith.
It's not an easy one for me for some reason.
I thought it was just Wraith. Are you talking about like a full name?
Yeah, that's his last name.
Wraith.
Wraith,
okay.
very simple. Not a problem at all.
Yeah.
Wraith, Bill Wrath. You got to really put a pause in between the
Oh God.
Well, I don't know if you thought about that when you made that last name, to be honest. Or
there are rules. There are rules for first names because I could never be Jeff because my last name starts with an F. So anything ending with an F is right out.
Yeah, Jeff Ref.
So that's a fucking rule.
That's a good name.
Anyway,
rule.
we can get into naming rules later, much later. Ragnar points at the sex swing /ladder /pole. Don't get me started on being single and wanting pole in my combo either. So
I'm correcting myself. It's no longer an unfolding wind ladder. It's a pole.
It's a pole. Yep. Me know what Burgomaster into.
Telescopic.
Anyway, get on. Hey, little bird, get on pole. Ragnar pulls out a gold piece.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Stripper bard, no.
Dance, Tarok, dance. The telescopic pole still retracting down, finally rests at the ground.
Make rain. Okay, pole go up to attic. You want go first, or we wait? You choose. Ragnar find.
All right, let me just go take an eye up there and see if we can, if there's anything. If there's nothing, we can go up. Otherwise, we'll wait for the other guys. How do you feel about that?
Feel good.
All right.
And I'd lean down to give you the boost, the hand to put your little bird foot in, and then I'll push you up on the shoulder and then heft you up.
What do we see upstairs, DM?
Oh, it looks like a large attic. It's full of old and forgotten things that have been draped in white sheets. Piled around them are barrels, crates, trunks, old furnishings, covered with cobwebs and dust. No mold, though. You see a clear footpath through the maze.
All right. So you mean steps, walking through the dust? I understand, right? Okay. Looks like the way's clear of anybody, right? There seems to be someone that went through here not too long ago. Do you want to get up here?
We are hot on trail. Hey, do you know magic?
A bit.
Do you know when people say get copper wire and talk into it, and then after they say you can reply to this message? Do you know that? Do you know that one?
No, that specific one currently escapes my abilities.
Look, you stay there. Ragnar going to tell others we find this. Be right back. Okay, you be safe. You okay? Do not wander. No wander. Stay right there.
Brooke's gonna look at you curiously what the hell kind of bird do you think I am?
Ragnar does the two fingers to his eyes, and then the single finger pointing at Tarok, and back and forth a couple times.
Yeah, Tarok as the bird that's been pretty, the least chaotic one up until now was okay, I'll wait here.
Oh shit! He turns around and sees these people right here. We find another floor. Tarok up there. Where Corvus? Where dark brooding?
Corvus and Aaron are inspecting the mirror. They seem rather perplexed by it. I, however, wish to see this through. We have a son to interrogate.
Yes. Hey, do you know copper wire talk into spell?
Artemine just like tilts his head and squints his eyes.
Yeah, you say
What?
things and words go far. Words go far.
The
Make word
sending
go-
spell.
Yes. Make word go far
No.
to them. Let them.
Alas, I do not.
Turk's just gonna pop his head down and go like, "You just go walk and talk to them."
Yes, Kragnar walking it. I'm gonna go walk. I'm walking it. Kragnar might take level dip into wizard just because of this bullshit.
Fucking sending.
That's for sending.
Message. Message is the
or
copper wire,
Message.
sir.
Um,
Try to find.
Gan, can I fit this mirror? Can I take it off the wall? Fit it in my bag of holding?
It is adhered to the wall pretty well. When you try and remove it, you find that it's not simply hung there, but attached.
Oh.
Damn. Hmm. Well, there goes that.
Hey, Corvus. Hey, Aaron.
I look back
Hey.
to Kragnar, look to Corvus, shrug my shoulders, and say the inscription out loud.
Oh, yeah.
If
Oh,
I
dang.
mean, I can't
Here we
stop you.
go. It's Dungeons and Dragons, baby. Here we go. We're playing the game. We're playing the game.
Speaks the word, magic mirror on the wall, summon forth your shade, night's dark vengeance, heed my call, and wield your murderous blade. A ghostly figure forms, floating in the air, spectral with bloodshot eyes and strong spectral hands reaching out from its, bat-like head.
That like.
Neat.
Let me get you a visual here.
I'm gonna look. I just look up Baldur's Gate 3 ghouls, and I think you have the
Corvus
face.
draws his blades and backs off.
I mean, Kragnar would pull his axe, clearly. Or his jav. No,
And
he'd
he
go axe.
glares at Aaron, clearly upset.
Well, I figure if you're the one speaking the inscription.
You're doing a lot of figuring, dude. There's spells that do this for us. You're not
Kragnar
understanding the nature of magic here, friend.
I mutter a curse in Orcish. Or something.
Oh,
to that
God.
ilk.
What the fuck is that?
It's fucking awesome.
Oh,
Dude.
creepy.
Wicked.
Creepy fucking thing. Don't ever summon that again. I don't, because, like, John, I can't handle that as a person. Well, my character's probably fine with it, but that's no. I'm out. Look at those horns. He's like fucking Sauron.
Oh.
Red and just headless.
If not
Ow.
friend,
Immediately,
if not friend,
these hands start to stretch out and try and wrap around your neck, Aaron.
Oh, God.
Uh-oh.
Go ahead and
There
roll
we go.
initiative, everybody.
Yep.
And I begin for you guys to do that behind it.
Damn, dude. Okay, so Tailspire has a headless skull guy with, like, they have vampire art, headless cool skull winged thing. Like, it's ridiculous.
They're doing pretty good, I
I'll
gotta
point-
say.
I will point out, headless skull guy has a massively receding hairline.
He's been in that mirror for a long time, you know.
Yeah, it's been a while. I was losing mine at 13, so it happens. All right. Init join. Especially everyone remember init join. Exclamation point. INITJO.
that's in the post from the Avray.
And for you, Wraith, this is probably the first time for you. It just type in exclamation INIT space join, and that'll get you into combat. Thank you, sir.
Low rolls for most people.
Artemin, you rolled from D&D Beyond. You're going to need to throw in the chat there. Looks like you're doing that already, though. Yep.
I mean, it re-rolled for me, so
You're 1 point off. So it's not. Well, it's actually higher than your.
Yeah, it looks like
fairly higher.
14 versus 5. We'll take it. And I think that's everybody except Corvus, who I don't see.
He's muted, and I haven't heard him for a while.
He just spoke.
Not since the dude thing came out with the weird receding fucking Darth Maul horns.
It's scaring him off.
He might be
Well,
AFK at the moment. Not a big deal. We can get him in there momentarily.
Hmm.
It was a 50-50 shot. He would either do my bidding or try to kill me.
Tarek and I are on the other side of the mansion. It's just y'all. Hopefully this thing is able to be handled
Hey,
by
hey,
the
man.
party.
Look, we split the party. That's the optimum asset allocation. Because the other guys can go upstairs and safely investigate whatever's in the creepy attic of the Burgomaster mansion. And we, while that's happening, can take out this spectral assassin. I mean, it's about asset allocation, resources, and time management. And we're maximizing our time right now. This is good. This is optimum. We're optimum right now.
Uh-huh.
I just imagine Kragnar saying all of this in like unisyllabic words.
I know. Talking to me versus talking to Kragnar is not that I'm any like smart whatever, but it is a bit of a difference. Yeah, there's a discrepancy. Let's say it that way.
All right, we got Corvus in
Got it.
there, and let's begin. Oh, there should be Tarak, top combat, round 1.
All right, so I have no clue what's going on the opposite side of the house up until now. So getting bored, I'm just going to go down the trap, and I'm going to look at what's going on in that pantry over there. Trying to find some valuables because I'm looking for something shiny.
Yeah, I have to ask, is there any chance that Artemin and Tarok would know that we anything about what we did, or it doesn't seem likely, does it?
We don't.
They're just in combat, and they're like, why are we in combat? We don't know.
If you want, you can make us sit out until we hear something like they do in Baldur's Gate. That's fine with me.
Oh, that is... okay. I'm not
You guys
saying
are
we
so
gotta
far
choose
from
to
initiative
different. That's not
kicking
what I'm
in.
saying.
You guys are like me, because I play multiplayer in that game, and I have such a shitty sense of direction, and I'm the tank, but my partner's a sorceress. She runs and fucking gets everywhere and like, I have like dash. My first round is spent dashing to get caught up.
Well, you
Yeah,
can
what's
do that.
If you guys don't want to be in combat, you don't have to be. You're either in it or you're not in it, basically. But I'm not gonna
Kragnar's in.
stop on your turn
We'll have to
to
take a
have you
turn
guys role play
lap
and then
back.
go back to combat. It's not how it's gonna be.
Okay, well,
Yeah, if
All right.
everybody rolls initiative, you guys have joined initiative. So basically, on your turn, you have. I mean, I'm not. Gonna
Oh, but
go
that
through
would be
this. you guys know what to do on your
meta-knowledge.
turns. You have movement
yeah,
speed,
huge meta-knowledge.
actions, right? So doesn't have to be knowledge of what's going on in the other room, but you're in combat,
Yeah.
so your
Unless you're my
investigative
identical
procedures.
twin.
You want to do that, you're
Yeah.
going to do it like you're in combat. You're going to move 30 feet at a time, which is 6 squares. You can interact with one thing per turn as an action. Then it's someone else's turn.
All right, so I'm going to look at that pantry.
If that sounds fun to you, be my guest.
All right, I'll
I'd rather fight.
Yeah, you know, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't want to ruin the sanctity of you guys being in another room, but maybe you could stick together in the enclosed building. I mean, I get splitting
Alright.
the party in wide areas, but you're in an enclosed building. There's really no need to split the party right now.
All right, so I'll act as if I had heard words and magic happening.
You guys have to invite me to one of your games, and I'm going to split the party every session too. It must be done. It must be done. Only fair.
Yeah, don't you know, dude? There's a checkbox that we go through every session. Splitting the party is top 5.
Well, that checkbox is ways to piss DM off. You guys should probably find a new checklist, is what I would say.
All right, so I use my movement, dashed, and bonus action dashed. That's my whole move.
Awesome. And I can call out the turn order like the game show host, or you guys can follow in Discord.
Corvus.
Oh wow, I actually rolled first. What?
Second.
Didn't see that coming. Wow. Well, I'm completely unsure what this thing is. Like, yeah. So all Corvus can think to do is attempt to injure it with his barely magical weapons. And he's gonna swing with the swords. Yeah. Alright, that'll be the end of my turn. I'm guessing those miss, so. Next.
Actually, both of those are going to hit.
Nice.
See, this is what happens when I'm so confused about a monster. I have no idea what it is.
Hey, don't sell yourself short.
What is this thing?
All of your preamble too would suggest that you don't know anything about it and should wait to hear what happens and not assume. But
Minimal amount of damage. Okay, done. $14.
thank you. And it should be on Ragnar next.
Kragnar is going to fucking attack the mirror. He's going to slash the mirror hard with his axe.
Very, very smart.
I mean, he's thinking fast at the very least. That's always a good sign.
So let me know what I need to do for that.
Try and hit the mirror. You're making an
There we
attack,
go.
right?
Yep. Mirror attack. I'm going to do everything. Great Weapon Master, all that usual stuff.
Yeah. Just like
Going
you would
hard.
to an opponent.
Raging everything. So here comes, and recklessly attacking. So here is my roll on the mirror ore. That is a 20 to hit, and ooh, big roll. That's 29 damage.
The mirror shatters.
Ooh.
Bloody hell, it's just a mirror, man.
Yeah.
Years of bad luck.
You
Reserve
hear
your infinite rage for the monster. God.
you hear a gasping breath say, "Thank you for releasing me." And then the spirit dissipates.
Hey.
Nice! Kragnar!
Look at that. Kragnar's instincts fucking paid off.
Yep. Thinking fast has served him well this time.
Indeed. That was my initial reaction too, is to go straight for the mirror.
The text
Well,
from the
that's more
mirror
impressive
begins
when he
to
does
fade
it.
as well, and it goes back to
Sorry.
being an ornate-looking mirror.
Oh, it didn't break either. That's cool.
Wait, it didn't shatter. It didn't like fucking. It's not like some.
Oh
jacked up-
no! You hit the mirror. The mirror shattered, but the mirror
Yeah,
still
you
has a
didn't
frame.
break
You didn't like obliterate the whole thing. The frame's still there, and it's still hanging from the wall. I just said the text fades.
They will know someone was here. Sorry.
Okay,
They
since
would've
my
known before.
sorry,
Well, if they didn't know, they'll know now.
Yeah.
since my detect magic is still working, is it glowing anymore?
No.
Nice. All right. Well, let's take it for its treasure value then. Woo!
Yeah, you no longer feel that aura coming from it.
You said it's all gold and jewels and pretty, right?
It
We
is,
found our weak
yeah,
point.
wrapped in like branches and leaves of melted gold, proper metalworking.
Alrighty. Corvus will help Aaron hoist this rather large gilded mirror into the bag of holding.
Well, someone attempted that already this session. It is adhered to the wall.
Aww!
Yeah, that's why I went
All
ahead
right,
and read
well,
the
I'm
inscription.
guessing they also attempted to remove it, so...
They did not. They just read it.
Well, then I'm doing that.
I will rip it. I will rip it off the wall if you
Okay,
want me.
Corvus will assist Kragnar in attempting to remove it from the wall.
Get out, way, Kragnar.
Well,
If still raging,
yeah,
we'll use.
if you're assisting Kragnar, you're assisting him ripping it off the wall, just so you know.
Oh, and I'm also throwing guidance on top. Onto
Oh my
Kragnar.
goodness.
Hey.
Seems
Oh,
like a
this
great
is a
way.
terrible roll. This is a terrible. I rolled a 1 and a 2.
Wow.
Well,
Ragnar
you
pulled
can,
him
you can add
Ah.
1d4.
Fucker, he says in Orcish, pulls out his crowbar, jams it behind the mirror, and pumps that crowbar hard. 6 seconds later.
Oh my goodness.
Which is, it doesn't change anything because I'm still have advantage on athletics. Although no, I'm not raging anymore, but with the crowbar, I still have advantage on athletics. So, Dungeon Master, I shall roll. That is a natural 20 for a 28 to rip that shit off the wall.
My goodness.
Brutal.
You pull with all your strength, and I want to imagine like the 20 is you like putting your foot sticking your feet to the wall, getting a good grip with both hands, and just trying to like leg press against the wall to pull this thing off. You see the veins in Kragnar's legs bulge, the neck, the arms, the muscles twitching and tormented with pain as he's trying to rip this thing off the wall, stretching, straining himself to the very brink. And finally, nothing happens.
Damn.
You'll just get Turok looking out through the doorway.
Guys here.
Like, go ahead, Ragnar.
No, I finished yelling and I realized I should be quiet. All right. Hey,
You just see
hey,
Turok poking his head in and go like,
Hey.
"You guys are done tearing the place down. We trying to be subtle here, and
we
let's
we
go up
find
the attic."
attic. We find attic entrance. It miracle we not been busted by now. Let's hit attic and get fuck out.
Nah, good idea.
Been in here a half an hour. They're still probably all dancing in the streets.
Most
Don't care.
likely.
Let's move.
But yeah, let's get out of here.
You know what? I forgot the pantry. I'll just wait for my boost to get back up there.
You need a boost.
Or Terok's like, hey, I can't reach this shit, man.
You can always,
Somebody give me a
No,
boost.
the telescopic pole is literally it came all the way down and thudded to the floor, so you'd be able to reach him.
Oh,
He
okay.
pulled the chain, remember?
Oh yeah, that's
Don't
true.
worry, buddy. Kragnar's always around to give you a boost.
Yeah, Kragnar
Yep, I boost everyone up.
Kragnar can
Boost
still give
everyone.
you a
Everyone's
boost.
boosted.
I'll
boost.
keep some. I'll keep some dignity on that one, and go back up and try to sneakily follow the trail, telling people to just follow, but not too close.
We all going up in the attic there. Yeah.
Alright, as you
Like
guys
we do.
all climb up into the attic, you see looks like, at first glance junk, but if you peek under any of these curtains, you see that there's a lot of like fine furniture up here. And it's strange because the house is extremely well furnished. Full of furniture in every room, as a matter of fact. This looks like to be like a collection of various different people's furniture. Perhaps old relatives, perhaps outsiders. You're really not sure. But you do see also barrels and crates and trunks, like I said, assorted around the room.
Okay. If I look into one of the crates, can I find anything shiny?
You do see a crate that's right in front of you. As you kind of kick open the lid, you find that there's various linens, clothing stuffed within it. Each of the crates looks to be holding clothing.
I'll grab one fancy outfit and I'll leave the rest.
You see a
Do we
couple of
see?
shreds of paper. Would you kick this lid off this crate? Kind of scatter off the top of the crate. And on them is some interesting looking drawings of what looks to be a magical circle of some kind.
Okay, I'll see. You know what? That seems interesting. So I'll grab the papers, go back to the team about the 20 feet they're supposed to be behind me, not breathing down my neck, and see what the arcane guys can say about it.
Yeah. Artemine will reach out his hand and receive what Tarek wants us to look at, and kind of sidle up to Aaron as we both inspect the surface of the papers. Kind of check or thing do you want us to do?
You guys don't need to do a check. I would say you can see with your own eyes what's written on the papers.
Magical circles,
Yeah.
runes and whatnot.
And I don't know if you have the ability to identify what this is.
Aaron sure does. But
I'll
we don't
do
really
it.
have a whole lot of time, so perhaps we maybe stash and check later.
This is acceptable.
Anything magic kind of seems important right now, given that the Baron has outlawed magic in the city. It could all be tied together, so it's worth taking a look at later. For now, we should see if we can find the door.
So Tarek's gonna go back in his scouting position ahead and going down the path of less dusty areas, trying to figure out where it goes.
I still have my detect magic. Is anything sparkling to me up here?
One thing probably draws your attention right away with that spell still being concentrated. There is... Let's see here. There's a glowing image of a skull's forehead. It looks to be magically etched into the door. just on the opposite side of the attic here. I don't know if you guys
Oh.
noticed, but I did reveal the attic map for you guys. It's
Oh shit.
over here, where this
Oh, sorry, I didn't see.
sphere is.
Point it out.
I didn't say anything about it. That's my bad.
I was wondering.
Oh, I see it now. Duh.
Yep, you were.
I was behind my camera the whole time.
I was too close then, too zoomed in. Alright.
That explains why I didn't see it.
It helps to know it's there.
Yeah.
So before we go too far, so that's the magically inscribed door right there.
Yep.
A signal for
Corva says there is a high probability this door is warded.
looking
Says
at
there's magic runes etched into it.
So whispering, go like to Artemine and Aaron to move forward and take a look at it.
Artemine is going to step up and kind of put, not necessarily like a hand on you guys to push you back, but just kind of be like, take a step back. This is going to be dangerous. We don't want to be caught in the crossfire.
Have you thumbed through any of those books at all that you pulled from the library yet, or were you perhaps while they were rigmaroling with the mirror?
I didn't say specifically, but I mean, there was enough time to have been.
Roll a d8.
One. So, that's either good or bad.
Well, the spell that you were reading about is an abjuration spell. One actually that was cast in your presence today, and you're rather familiar with it. If you flip to it, it would sort of be like flipping to something that is a subject you're familiar with, and then something suddenly becoming interested in the document that you had picked up. But it details how to cast Pass Without Trace.
Oh, interesting.
Method of hiding, making the door less noticeable.
And you do notice that the book is chock full of spells like this, each page containing a separate one.
Perfect.
Cool.
Trying hard to quell his excitement and not lose himself in this book, he closes it, puts it away, and with emotion summons forth a mage hand to knock on the door. But before he does, he kind of looks at everyone like, are we good with this?
Like, Tarek's just gonna go
Yeah,
like.
Corvus is going to back off because he knows what Glyph of Warding does.
Tarek's just gonna raise his finger one moment and go like, "You sure this is not dangerous?"
Well-
None of you have ever seen a Glyph of Warding explode. You might get to see it now.
Only one way to find out.
Yeah.
So Artemine, so I'm waiting to see. Artemine, you're saying this is something to make it less noticeable?
Yes, potentially. I mean, if the glyph is there to prevent intruders, we're not intruding if the door is opened for us.
All right. So Tarok is just gonna move forward and just.
Well, and if we're going to make assumptions about the methods to open the door, you might as well just take the time for another identify.
So Tarek's just gonna listen to see if he hears anything, putting his head close by without putting his head on the door.
As you kind of put your ear close to the door. Do birds have ears? Yes, they do. They've got to.
I got ear holes.
As you put your ear hole close to the keyhole, you hear the voice of an adolescent teenager on the inside presumably from the cracking of his voice.
All is not well.
And it sounds like he's evoking something, like he's trying to cast some sort of spell. I would say that any caster that's probably within 15 feet of the door hears this, and you would know what he's trying to do or attempting to do. It sounds like he's doing it poorly.
What is he trying to do?
Trying to
Cast a spell.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought we went like we knew exactly which spell. No, sounds good.
No worries. Yeah, no, he's saying something. It sounds like an evocation, of some sort of spell, and it sounds like I said, like he's doing it poorly or has poor practice at it.
Yeah, he's starting to sound like the lady of the death house.
Artemine kind of like gives a low whistle to Tarek and like motions for him to come away from the door.
Oh. Do you want to? Well, I can just try to open it.
I mean, you want to open the door that might be trapped, or I could just, knock on it with Mage Hand from afar.
You can knock, or I can identify it. Whatever you want to do.
All right, just knock on the door.
Okay, so yeah, it doesn't hurt to just try to, approach this naturally. Knock on the door. The Mage Hand does so.
As soon as the mage hand knocks on the door, touches it, rather, a bolt of lightning strikes out at the mage hand, going right through it, of course, and hitting the ground underneath it.
That's why I said to back away.
And this is obviously some sort of warding glyph that's attached to the door. It's protecting whoever is inside of it from intruders.
Sorry, guys. I had a client text me. Kragnar is back online.
Gotta answer those ones.
Yeah.
So, Artemine takes a step up and looks at the floor where the lightning bolt struck it. Looks over at Tarek and it's like, "Yep, that's kind of what I expected."
Could see smoke and charred floorboards where it struck. And someone's gonna have to answer for that later.
Can we hear any stirring in the room?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I forgot the knock actually occurred now. Forgot there's two parts to the reaction. So yeah, you do hear shuffling inside of the room. It sounds like someone's like saying, "Hold on 1 minute." And after about 2 minutes, the door slowly creaks open just a couple inches, and you see the face of a strange-looking, maybe 17-year-old, 18-year-old boy, dark, scruffy features that match his father's nearly identically. It's clearly Victor Velakovich, the Baron's son.
Did we ever catch his name from anywhere? Perhaps in the journal?
Victor, yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And
Victor.
you
No, the
in the very
VIK,
least would know this. I think mention of Victor happened at least some point back when Imelda was with us. When you guys first came to Vallaki, that the Baron had a son, and that his name was Victor, and that he was sort of a spoiled brat. And I think that was the only information that you guys had got about him then. But at this point now, I would say at least Artie knows of his son's name from the detailed description in his journal.
So Tarek's gonna move forward and go like quickly, like, "Young master, glad to see you're safe. We're here to help you get away from here."
You're here to help me get away? Really?
And he says
Yes.
this with the utmost hope and dreams shining in his eyes. He's also excited by the prospect of you not being who he was expected. Clearly, either his parents or perhaps a maid of some sort coming to bother him and
He's
disturb
the
him.
only child with overprotective parents. God, I can identify with that. Feeding.
So, Artemine pipes up and says, "Yes, Victor. You'll not be able to become a wizard under this roof."
Yes, you've been chosen. You're a wizard, Victor.
But
Oh,
but
God.
and he's seeming to struggle to come up with the words at the moment. He's sort of looking back and forth to each one of you, continuing to but as he locks eyes with each one of you.
Quickly, Victor.
Ask him.
Quickly, Victor. Let us in. That way we can get away from your father and help you get out of here.
He opens the door about 6 more inches. He peeks behind you, on the left, on the right, to look around and make sure that this isn't some sort of trap set by his father. And he opens the doors.
Thank you, young man. We're going to be able to help you a lot.
Business.
I just realized I don't have a Victor Mini in there. I'll get a Victor Mini in there right away.
We can use our imagination.
Yeah, for right now, imagination it up for me. You just ignore it. You just ignore his crossbow. He doesn't actually have a crossbow.
Makes him more badass.
Yeah, imagine that replaced with like a book and a pencil.
Well, some say it's the weapon itself.
Yeah, that's
All
right.
So Derek's going to look at him and go like, "Thank you, young man. We're part of an organization here in Barovia, and we have a chapter here in Baloki, and we look for special young men like you to help. Since the magic is such in a terrible way here."
So you've detected my spells then. He says this with a sense of worry, as though he's about to be scolded or perhaps in trouble for what he's done.
It was quite impressive, young man. We've managed to find you, although you were ever so subtle with it. You have a real talent, you know that?
Oh, you haven't seen anything yet. He strides over to the corner of the room, and he starts to shuffle over the rug that's there. He lifts it back, revealing what looks to be a makeshift teleportation circle.
Hell yeah!
Ooh, super dangerous.
Damn.
Not done right.
That's really
Oh
bad.
man! Oh. Ooh, I know. Crowder goes. Ooh. Pretty
Nice.
lights.
I found this book 2 years ago. I've been studying ever since, and I'm ready. It's worked several times. I can prove it. And he's like bouncing at this, and he looks like, honestly, he's gone from what looks to be, a timid-looking teenager to an excited-looking, perhaps drug addict.
Aaron approaches him and puts his hand up as though to wait, and it's like, "Show me this book, boy."
And he
Yes.
clutches it close to his chest as if to guard it, keep it from you, and says, "Well, not so fast. Not so fast. We've only just met, and this is precious to me. Precious.
Yes, of course.
You must trust me. If I am to trust you, is that not how things work?"
Of course.
He asked this
I do
question.
not
Oops, sorry.
Dungeon Master.
Oh, go ahead. You weren't finished explaining.
I was just gonna say he asked this question with a sense of young child asking if an adult if that's how things work, and that was all. That's all right.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, of course, and I have no intention of taking the book from you. However, some of these magics you are dealing with are dangerous.
And question.
Shoot.
Progno wonders if this kid's being a little bitch, and we're wasting our time, and if we're gonna get information on Burgomaster being in cahoots with Strahd, is this kid just being a little bitch?
So Kragnar wants
Kragnar wonders.
Insight check.
Yes, he does. Yes, that's correct. That's what I'm.
I was just gonna say,
non-meta.
Kragnar doesn't want that. John wants that. Kragnar needs to make an insight check.
All right. Come on, Kragnar. Roll the fuck out of this.
But yes, I would
Please.
agree with that.
Come on, Kragnar. Nice!
Oh, that's nice.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Kragnar has his arms crossed, his mouth in like the Michaela does not approve meme, kind of half smile to the right, wrinkled face thing. Yeah, he's
And
sussing this whole thing out.
What are you trying to tell about this guy? If his story is straight, if he's
If he's about to waste our time with stupid magic bullshit fantasies and doesn't know crap about his dad's involvement with Strahd.
oh, an insight check won't tell you that, I don't think. But
Okay, then we'll do an intimidation. Hey,
That is
I don't
tough.
give crap about stupid circle or stupid book. What do you know about your father and his involvement with you know who? Speak now, and you can talk books with the rest of these people.
I don't know anything about
That's what
that.
happens.
He says this timidly, shyly, and like he's hiding something from your insight check there.
So, Terrak's actually gonna elbow you in the stomach at that moment.
We're also going to talk about how insight checks work after the game.
Body language.
So yeah,
Try.
basically,
I think I made a reasonable insight check request, but I understand they're the most subtle and disputed amongst. They're the most controversial of roles.
Yeah, your first request is what I was referring to. Are you going to be able to determine if he's going to be able to help you
He's gonna be a little
achieve
bitch?
your
Yeah,
achieve your objective
little bitch.
today?
He's a little bitch. You can suss that out.
He's definitely a little bitch.
yeah.
Yep.
And-
Okay, so
and-
that's the Kragnar. Yeah.
If I
Yeah,
if
you-
I didn't express that properly enough, he did seem guilty, or like he felt guilty about the fact that you may have detected magic that he had cast, and that's how you'd come across him. If I didn't relay that well, I'm
no,
sorry.
No, he just
but
he just sounded and seemed like a little bitch that was into his books and his stupid little circle, and he didn't know crap about Strahd. Was what Kragnar was like.
Jesus. All right, you're still getting elbowed in the stomach for trying to intimidating a kid we're trying to get information out of.
Right.
Waste
Artemine,
of time.
after Kragnar's outburst, tries to direct the conversation back towards magic, which seemingly is what gets this kid's mouth moving. And he says, "It's quite impressive circle. Here, allow me to actually show you some magic of my own." And not knowing whether or not this kid knows these words, but just kind of sussing out that he's a novice, that he wouldn't, he casts Detect Thoughts and wants to read this kid's surface thoughts while everyone else is kind of like talking to him, asking him questions and whatnot. Most specifically, since he was just asked a question about Strahd that might still be on his mind. So, not necessarily a bad move, Kragnar.
No, I was about to type. I'll just say it. It's so freeing to play Kragnar after a week of practicing law, like strategizing and thinking. Just to be like, this guy's talking like a bitch. This stupid circle, and I just want this information, and I don't have to move for it. I don't have to file a motion. I can just be Kragnar.
You
And
can't
be like-
just call people out for being stupid bitches in the courtroom.
No, you can't. It's the worst. You have to like articulate it, and you have to give
Listen
notice
here, you
to the
little
other side.
is that why the judge
to
sentenced
file
me? Is that why the judge sentenced me? It's because I called him a little bitch. Yeah.
If you call the judge a little
Probably.
bit, yeah. I watched
Hey,
the lawyer get
listen,
arrested.
shouldn't
a
have
couple
done
weeks
that, I
ago.
guess.
Aggressive.
Listen,
But yeah,
you little
that's-
fuck. I know you're lying over there.
I know. You can't do that. You have to like be professional and crap like that. But
Yeah, right.
as Kragnar, I could just.
I got a court for a speeding ticket. And I have to go up to the mic, and I'm like, I don't want to talk into this thing. Hi, I'm Bob. I'm the guy who's supposed to be here for the ticket.
Just point at the cop and say he is a racist.
He did it.
And you will win. You will win your speeding ticket.
That
Just
man
say,
touched
the
me.
police officer is a racist
in a bad
sir.
place.
Yep. Show on the Imelda doll where you were touched.
Was there detect thoughts being thrown out there? I apologize.
Yes.
There was, yeah.
All right, so you are looking at surface thoughts of this young man, and I think what you probably sense most is his emotional state, which is nervousness. And that may be exuding from his body, but it's overwhelming nervousness. It's too much nervousness for a small, teenager to be surrounded by random adventures, being questioned, even intimidated. Sure, he'd be nervous, but he's nervous because he's guilty and hiding something and a little bitch. As John has so eloquently stated.
So
Victor.
to try
That's
to
Ukta in Orcish. Little bitch is Ukta in Orcish. That's canon.
yeah.
All right, let's let
writing it down.
Artemine get his his relay here.
Victor, there is no need to be nervous. You are clearly becoming a talented practitioner of the magical arts. It must be difficult living under the roof of your father, having such disparaging rules against those who can touch and the weave. Why is it, you think, that he has banned magic so?
He's afraid of it. He's afraid of his own shadow, if you ask me. And I think he's afraid of me. That's why he doesn't mind I lock myself away up here, day after day, studying my books.
So you are not a prisoner?
Of course not. I am the son of the Baron of Valaki.
He kind of puffs up his chest at this, saying this proudly. And detect thoughts still being up, you can tell he's fucking bluffing this. This is not something he's proud of at all. Hates his father.
Well, we all fear what we cannot understand.
Y'all hate
And-
father. Sorry,
Yes.
Just joking.
So we all fear what we cannot understand. And like we've said, although some of us have been more outbursty about it, we're all here to help you, young man. We're all here to get you out of here and make sure that your talent can be properly used. Not a question I have for you. Like you said that you've used this circle a few times. What exactly did you do with it?
And I'm sorry, but I have to say, as Kragnar's face belies any interest whatsoever in this kid, his talents, or this circle. So he just has this, like, what? You're a little bitch look on his face. Yeah, he's out. Kragnar is out on this kid. And he can't fake it. He can't fake it. So that's why I wanted to sell it. He can't.
Terok's gonna sign to fucking Kragnar and take a walk and just leave the kid alone for 6 seconds.
Oh, you can trick me into doing anything. Like,
oh no, just signing to you, like just move away for a
no,
second.
you're being too subtle. Be like, hey, Kragnar, I bet you can't count the tiles along the wall. You know, that's how you get Kragnar. Hey,
Probably
Kragnar, I
literally
bet you can't. Yeah. That's how you get me.
Hey, Kragnar, we need somebody to have a lookout on the trapdoor. I'm pretty sure that if we need somebody to guard the door, make sure we don't get any guards coming up here.
Ragnar, keep groups safe. There you go. He goes. He's back there.
Just the door, not the trap door. I just said door.
Nope. Yep, he's gonna watch the. The door. Okay, the door. Okay.
Yeah, I don't want you to get
back.
too far.
No, he goes back to the trap door. He doesn't understand. He goes to the trap door.
All right. I tried.
Anyway,
Sorry, John. I tried.
as we were speaking of, where I too would like to know, where does your magic circle go?
Many places. Many places. I can take you outside of Barovia.
Do I see any flashes of locations in his mind?
You do. And you see what looks to be a place that could only have come out of a book, or someone who has lived in Barovia all of their life, like this young man. But it is beautiful. It has sandy beaches and little palm trees. And there's beautiful women and men, tanned bodies, walking up and down the beach. All of them in what looks to be some strange, skimpy sort of swimwear. Very strange vision. This appears to be some sort of paradise.
Can this take you outside of Barovia entirely?
Can take you outside of Barovia entirely.
He repeats your exact statement, mirroring it word for word.
Then why exactly do you stay?
This has been my home for all my life. I guess I'm just scared to go alone.
Victor, did anybody? This seems very. We don't question your talent. Did anybody help you get to where you are right now?
Oh, you mean have I tested it?
That and did you get someone like a teacher or someone to give you advice on how to do this incredibly complex and impressive magic right there?
He seems to react to this, sort of modestly, that he's taught himself, and still clutching his book close to his chest. He claims he's a quick learner.
I'm gonna probe deeper. So let's see. As an action, you can either shift your attention or another creature's thoughts or attempt to probe deeper into the same creature's mind. If you probe deeper, the target must make a wisdom saving throw. If it fails, I gain insight into its reasoning, if any, its emotional state, and something that looms large in its mind.
Ooh, I like this. Alright, let's see here. This should be a 12.
He fails. I read that brain.
Yeah.
What's looming large in his mind is that he secretly wants to kill his father. And not to usurp the town,
Ally acquired.
but to kill everybody in this town.
Oh.
Yeah,
To drain this town of its blood. And to give it to his one true lord, Strahd Zarovich.
There you go.
There.
Prime manipulation target.
So, and then it says, if it succeeds, the spell ends. Either way, the target knows that you are probing into its mind, and unless you shift your attention to another creature's thoughts, the creature can use its action on its turn to make an intelligence check, contested by your intelligence check. If it succeeds, the spell ends. So, That's a little ambiguous. But either way, it would be pretty obvious that I just cracked into his psyche, and he knows what I looked at.
Yeah, not only that, the probing deeper doesn't just give you what's looming large above him, but his surface thoughts are still there. And something that you pick up from what was just said a moment ago, when Tarak asked, "Have you had help?" He modestly answered, "I was self-taught."
That was a lie.
He has indeed had help from a most powerful wizard.
There you go.
I'm gonna draw my blade.
Hold up, hold up.
Yeah,
Not
exactly.
not attacking. I'm just brandishing.
Yeah, he draws his
that?
blade. I mean, you can't stop him from drawing his blade
Oh.
if he does. You can
Alright.
certainly move in front of him. So whenever you feel like hold up, don't think to say hold up. Think, all right, how can I react to this, and move in front of him. You know, that's the action to take there. Is what I'll. And I'm saying this. I'm saying a lot of these things. You guys may think I'm being remedial today. We have a player with us who's playing for his first time. That's why I'm saying these things.
Oh, okay. But so I was gonna say, Tarak sees that, worryingly puts a hand not on his weapon hand, but on his wrist. Just go like, well, let's just not jump to any like actions here because I don't know what he saw in his
Yeah,
mind.
keep in mind, none of what Artemine's gleaned has been communicated to us yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Artemine, what are you doing?
This wretch is a thrall of Strahd.
No, Lord.
Well, that would explain where he's been learning this necromancy.
Well, all right, young man. We might just want to step away over here. We just need to have a little talk.
I assume you relay what you've seen in his mind to us.
I mean, more or less, I just said.
Yeah.
So Tarak's going to stand in front of Artemine there.
Specifically interested in who helped him learn what he knows.
He starts to slowly kind of slink backwards, and you notice that he's taking footsteps towards the center of his circle.
Stop him!
I
Yeah,
cast Hold Person.
Well, in the meantime, I will tackle the guy simultaneously.
Which is a something. It's a wisdom check, and he has to beat a 16.
Alright, I'm gonna see how I'm gonna do this here. Both you guys can. I'm thinking one of these is gonna be successful. If not, we're gonna start combat right after. Both of you can roll what your initiative roll would be, either in the chat or just go ahead and roll initiative from D&D Beyond. Completely fine. It's not gonna be your initiative for initiative if we do this, but I want to see who's gonna go first between the two of you here.
I'm gonna get beat out on this for sure.
No, I rolled a 3 and I got. Well, I do have +8, but it's still
Yeah,
a shitty.
yep, so 11. Yeah, you get your proficiency bonus here still. So 11 versus what was yours, Aaron?
1.
What's your proficiency bonus? Oh no, never mind. It's a 1. Your roll was a 1.
Yeah,
I gotcha.
minus
It's a minus. Yeah, I remember now. All right, so you roll a 1, Tarak. You tackle him first. All right, you're gonna try and tackle him. So in this case, I'm gonna say go ahead and just make an unarmed attack against him.
Unarmed? All right.
Yep.
Okay.
Bowl him over.
Come on. Let's make it happen. Oh, 17.
Very
Puny
nice.
kid.
Yeah, you
17-year-old wizard kid.
you smear Harry Potter. Just got it.
Bodied by a bird, dude.
Oh, you just see like a ruffle of feathers, and this kid go down, legs up, and you've got him pinned. And I'm gonna say you also have him grappled here, so he's got no movement. So no need to hold person, at least for the time being, unless he starts trying to break away.
So Tarak's going to say, Not a smart move, young man. Like, now we know who's been helping you. You're gonna have to answer some questions.
My lord will come here and kill you all. The festival is ending soon. And he will come, and they will come, and you'll die.
So exactly,
Hey.
yeah, exactly. Who's coming?
I
And
think
when?
you've met them before. I think you've met them before. I think you've met them before.
He's saying this over and over again. He's now gone back into his sort of manic state where he's rocking back and forth, very excited.
We
Yeah, I'm
have.
guessing you
And
can
we
see out the
slew
window
one
while we
of
fought the vampires.
Sorry. Sir, I heard
I'll take an
both of you at
observation,
once. You're alright, you're alright. Just, one of you go first.
Go ahead.
No, I'm done.
Thor. Oh, all right. Well, in response to this, Artemine calls out, "Oh yes, we have seen them before, and we slew one of them. We will slay the rest as well."
Corvus
None.
corrects you by saying 2.
No, I think the second one got away. She turned
Hey,
into pink.
we
and
killed 2. You shut your mouth.
Jesus.
It's not XP based. You don't need to worry about the numbers. counting vampire fangs.
So, yeah. All wretched sanguine scum shall perish as they should have eons ago.
We will see what happens, my friend. The night of the vampire is coming soon.
I vote kill this kid.
No, Tarak's still on top. Tarak's still on top of him. So you're gonna have to remove Tarak, but he's not moving from there.
Oh, I'm just making it known where I stand right now.
I'll be
All right.
Wait, hold on. The least intelligent character conks out for like 3 minutes, and we're having like a. You guys.
You weren't here for the revelation, bud.
I'm smelling
No,
burning
I'm
in
done.
my
That was a
house. I'm
That was
gonna
a
go
joke.
downstairs and check what that is real quick. Let's take
You
a 5
smelling
minute
burning?
break.
Yeah, go.
Please do.
Yeah,
Please do.
yeah,
It's
go.
not like burning like the house is burning. Like it's burning like something on the stove is probably.
It's going on your review. He smelled burning and continued the game. Best DM ever. I'm putting that in your review.
Well, we're gonna take a quick 5 minute break, so I'm not.
Yes,
I'm not
take a break.
entirely
Tend to
soldiering
your
on.
burning.
Fucking go, man. Go, man.
Go.
Fucking go.
Yeah.
Your place is burning.
We don't need you coming back saying you called the fire department.
A glyph of warning just went off. Warning just went off, and is. All right, so fill me in. What happened? What happened?
Yeah. So I casted Detect Thoughts to probe his brain while we were asking him questions, and Tarek asked if he had any help with learning how to do all of this magic that he's been doing, and he was really, really like evasive of the questions. So I probed deeper with Detect Thoughts and revealed that he is basically a thrall and cult member for Strahd.
Nice. Okay, so then it's on.
Strahd's apprentice.
I want him
Yeah,
to reveal
sort
who
of his apprentice.
Yeah, so
the wizard is, though. Strahd's not a wizard, is he? Is he a wizard? I don't know.
Strahd's
Vampires
Strahd
have
can
magical skills, yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Strahd definitely does magic. So
He's a dark
basic-
lord, so yeah, probably. I'm guessing.
Yeah. So
And
we
you came back in right as we knocked him down
Confronting
because
him.
he's trying to get away. And
Was he running for the circle?
voting-
Yeah,
he's
he's running
trying
for
to
the
teleport
circle
to
that
the circle.
may or may not have applied properly.
Yeah.
Which
yeah.
You guys
is
think? I mean,
not
we have to
applied
ask.
properly will kill all of you that's on it.
We have to ask Gan clearly, but do you think Kragnar heard this fracas, or is he? Or, no.
So basically, to give you an idea, as he was moving closer to the circle, Aaron was starting to cast Old Person, but Tirok tackled the kid to the ground. So yes,
Oh, okay.
you
I think
could,
my microphone cut out when I heard Tarok tackles, and I missed the rest of it. So I thought he was attacking a party member. That's what I thought happened.
Oh,
You could probably surmise that you heard the beginning of my somatic component
Dear Lord.
for hold
Okay.
person.
Okay,
Alright, I'm back. Sorry, guys.
What was it?
My wife's trying to burn the fucking house down.
It happens.
You know, this isn't even the
Fuck,
first
dude,
time you said
no,
that.
it's not, bro. This happens so often.
Just tell her
Turns
to
the
calm
stove
down.
on. This woman
Tell her
wakes
to
up. No, she wakes up at like 4 a.m. every day. That's her problem. So stop
Always-
cooking.
always
Stop
tell
cooking
women.
food for the dogs at 9 p.m. Just feed the fucking kibble.
She's making them food. So she's like a very like a holistic, natural food.
Yes, big time. She works at Whole Foods.
That's
Big time.
I have information to send you about that.
Yes, and she likes to try and burn things down. I am a firefighter part time because of her.
God, you're so handsome, and you're a firefighter. Damn it, dude.
Dude, I am not handsome.
Dude, Gan literally has it all
You're
going
handsome.
on, guys.
You're handsome. Just stop it with that. I mean, the only knock against you would be that you like D&D, but you got to find you a girl that, which you have, that is cool with that, and also like.
She's definitely not. She's like, why do you play T&D? You're a nerd. I'm like,
Well, it's because you're
D&D is cool
handsome.
now.
It's because you're handsome.
I
and a
tell her,
firefighter.
yes, I am a nerd, and you knew this when you married me and when you met me. You still thought I was hot, so shut up.
Yeah,
Because you are hot.
you are hot. You're a handsome man.
Give it,
You're
boys.
handsome
I'm raking it in. I'm raking it in from all you handsome gentlemen telling me I'm
Front
handsome.
cover. If there was a magazine that was Handsome Dungeon Master magazine, I think you'd be in the front cover of it.
I don't know.
sir.
yeah, dude.
There's some pretty charismatic and handsome DMs out there.
Matt Mercer looks mainly like a girl with a beard.
You're a
Brindley
part-time
Mulligan.
amateur firefighter. You can whoop some ass if you
Yeah,
need
dude,
to.
you're
you know,
fine.
martial arts. You're an awesome.
Yep.
dungeon
I'm only a
master.
part-time
Dude.
firefighter because Monica tries to start the house on fire.
You know what a hot idea it is, though? Like, every man should be a volunteer firefighter. If you want to get chicks, like, don't work on your muscles. Don't work on your sense of humor.
Yeah, be a volunteer firefighter. That sounds like a great idea.
Volunteer,
My-
volunteer number 1 gets a huge plus. Firefighter number 2, it's like the combination of volunteer plus firefighter is
I'm not a
exponential.
firefighter for sure, but my dad, who's
You're on the train
70
right now,
years
dude.
old,
Don't say that.
was a firefighter when he was 60 years old because
yeah.
masonry business, the housing market crash. He did that for like 30 years and then couldn't do it anymore, obviously. And he's like, I want to give back to my country.
God.
And the only thing he
He
could
had
think
so
of
many-
to do that was be a fireman. So he joined.
He had so many 50-year-old ladies crawling all over him.
Oh,
my
bro!
God.
If we're gonna say someone's a stud, that's a stud fireman.
Yeah.
He responded to 98% of his service calls in the time that he served, but they released him after 6 months of service because they're like, "Oh, you're 60? We didn't know you were 60 because my dad."
Oh. Did he fake his age? Did
No,
he fake his
no,
age?
he
Volunteer
totally filled
like-
everything out, and everything was legit. And he went and passed all the physicals and had to pass the SCBA tests and all that stuff to be a fire.
I was wondering if it was like the
firefighter.
reverse. It was like the reverse of like a 13-year-old volunteering for World War II. If he was like the 60-year-old volunteering to be the fireman,
No,
like, that's the same thing.
some person who'd worked in their insurance department was like, you hired a 60-year-old to be an on-call fire department? And they're like, well, he responded to his physical better than most of the young 20-year-olds that he took him with, so, I think we thought he was okay, but they let him go because they're like, we're worried you might be a risk, on
That's
the job.
ageist.
Well,
That is
unfortunately,
ageist.
his medical history, he had a stroke before that, so they were like,
Whatever.
we don't
Yeah,
want you
no,
having a
whatever, man.
stroke on the job. And he was very sad about
Whatever.
that. But
No, that's terrible.
You're strong
Yeah.
while you're in the fire.
Your grandfather's a hero. He's a hero,
oh
dude.
no, that's my dad.
Hero.
My dad actually,
Oh, your dad. Your dad's a fucking hero, dude.
he's a legend. He is a legend.
And that's
You
where you
come
inherited
from
your
great
manly
stock.
beard and face from. Yeah.
Yeah, you come from great stock.
No,
No
I'm
wonder
just saying,
you are the way you are.
I appreciate it.
So
guys.
Very handsome.
I want
Look,
to
I've already treated you. I'm on record for getting you like 2 Slurpees, 3 Slurpees.
I'm pretty sure
So-
our Slurpees are even at this point. I owe you
Oh,
probably
well,
a couple Slurpees.
I appreciate that sincerely. I don't look. I'm just gonna go like. Okay, anyway, we'll continue this later. Back to the game.
I want to take his fucking book.
I want to ask him who the powerful wizard was that's helped him learn what he knows.
All right, are we back in the game or are we still on break?
We should be back in the game at this point, I think.
Right.
All right, so while you guys are trying to ask a question, I will flash a dagger near the eye of the kid just to make sure that he understands the points that he better answer the questions. Go like, young man, you better start answering the questions my friends are about to ask you.
Go ahead and roll intimidation for that. And
I will even give myself advantage on it, just because for the fun of it. So it's going to be a 22 or a... Oh, good. The other one doesn't matter. So it's going to be a 22 on it.
22.
Yeah, I'd say staring straight down a dagger that's almost touching your eyeball is pretty damn intimidating.
So, by the way, the advantage is because I use Genku Recall, which is one of the abilities of my race. It's just because I chose to give myself advantage.
pretty easy for you to snatch his book away for him, I think. Artemine, and your intimidation goes over pretty well, even though the roll wasn't super high. He's feeling scared enough at this point, I think.
No, so basically I use Genku Recall, which gives me advantage on my roll I'm proficient in, so the actual result is 22.
Oh, gotcha. I have a small screen here. It didn't show me that one. Alright. Well, it should be... Yeah, all the same. Still a success.
If 7 was a success, I'm guessing 22 is one as well.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, no, I wasn't...
He heat himself a little bit.
So basically staring him dead in the eye with my bird eye and the dagger just near his face. Well, if you have questions, guys, now's the time.
He's intimidated.
Yeah.
Friend indicated you thinking of a powerful wizard who helped you learn the skills that you have. Who was it?
If I tell you who taught me, will you let me go?
It's a start.
It wouldn't hurt your case.
It's the only chance you got.
There is a traveler. His name is Vasily. He comes into town from time to time. He's been teaching me.
I describe the man that we saw outside of the church.
Yes. With the dragon staff.
Yeah, never heard of that one.
He's got a dragon staff, guys. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I remember it. I remember it.
It's yeah.
But we also, Corvus and I also remember him not being able to enter the church.
Yep. I'm same guy.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, I'd say there's about a 70% chance that's Strahd in disguise.
Some wizard. No, you were speaking none other than possibly the lord of this fetid land.
This seems to genuinely confuse him.
That would make sense.
Yeah. So this Vasily, he's comes into town often, or just sometime, or over absent long times.
I first
And-
met him 2 years ago.
And
And when exactly did your father start offering tributes? And you know the tributes I speak.
My father. My father's not worthy of his lord. It is I who have been setting tributes.
Damn. Damn.
Oh
son.
man. Do we stab this kid in the throat now or what?
Ragnar, grab Artemine and keep him away for a second.
Who are
no,
you
look, you-
to
Yeah,
resist him?
Into this town again.
Who are you?
I mean,
Who? Tell me. You think you can escape this land with your lives? Do you think you can offend him, oppose him in any way, and walk away from it?
Oh, I do not mean to walk away.
Terok's gonna actually. So you know
You're
when
all
those
going
movies
to
went.
die. Kill me now if you want. He's coming here. He's coming here tonight.
Oh,
His
damn.
voice continues to grow more dark, more ominous. He doesn't sound like himself anymore. His voice sounds matured. Almost as if there's two people living within
Oh.
that body. Roll perception check, Artemine. You're standing close to him. Your perception's pretty good.
Alrighty. Yeah. It's not bad.
Worst case scenario, Terok's on top of him too. Well,
I
that
got
argument do
a
it.
23.
Oh God, he's got it.
Oh,
You see his brown eyes change to a nice emerald green.
What do I read in his mind now? Oh shit! That's still. I'm not even sure if that's still actually counting. Fuck.
Let's see here. I don't think we ever rolled
Oh,
our
if it-
contested
if-
intelligence checks, did we?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
didn't.
let's
we
do
didn't
that.
'cause
Let's
I
do
was
that,
still
and then we'll see. So here's his 15.
Intelligence check. Straight up check.
Intelligent,
Okay.
he's not.
Fuck.
No, missed it.
Alright.
Just barely.
In that case, you're no longer reading his surface thoughts.
Clearly something's different about him, though.
Yeah,
In
Terok.
his eyes.
Yeah, you can see that plainly. And his demeanor is changing, his voice even. The octaves in it, the accent. It's becoming more Barovian.
Well, Terok having his dagger up to his face
holy.
will probably notice that as well. He's gonna get worried for a second and go like, "Oh, Victor, are you still there, boy?"
Oh, I'm still here. Just waiting. For him.
Waiting for what?
How soon?
For him.
His master
is he
to
coming?
show back
Okay,
up.
for him. Yeah, I missed that. All right.
I say we deprive him of his apprentice.
Clearly, the boy plays into the Lord's plot, but it doesn't seem likely that his forces can afford to deplete this town of life too extensively, if you know what I mean.
He says this confidently to Artemine, turning his head over his shoulder and also glancing at Corvus as he does so. You think you'll find them if you kill me now? Do you think you'll find any of them? I don't think you will.
No,
I
but
have
they'll probably
faith.
find us.
And he seems to be talking about these tributes.
Yeah. It's probably the only reason Turok hasn't pushed his dagger into his eye yet.
Oh,
Now.
I was assuming they were already dead. Yeah.
So basically,
continue
Turok,
thinking.
Turok's gonna. So being on top,
Sure.
being on top of him, Turok's gonna say, "Now, before I push that dagger into that big brain of yours, you better tell us quickly where those tributes are, or I'm gonna start losing my grip."
You don't seem to understand. You have no power here. This is not your land. It is my master's. And he is coming. And when that happens, I need not answer to you, or worry about the consequences of not answering to you.
He says this and he turns his head, cocking it to a 45-degree angle and just leaning about 4 inches closer. Not impressing upon your personal space, but certainly probably making you feel strange.
Alright, you gotta think you see any.
Lord is the usurper.
I think you need a little reminder of where you are and just stab it in the shoulder. Do I need to roll anything on that, or?
Unless you're imaginary doing that, yes, you do.
It's all in my head. That'll be a 15.
He catches your wrist, and you feel the firm strength of his hand start to crush down on your wrist. Those of you who are witnessing this see the white knuckles bare in the 18-year-old's skin. You saw him also firmly tackle this kid to the ground not 10 minutes ago. And he's holding Terok's, taloned feathers in his palm and just squeezing, clutching.
Does he look like he's like extra strength teenager?
Yes, I would say so.
Yeah,
Alright,
he
I'm
looks
splashing
like
with
he's
holy
increased
water.
his strength incredibly within the course of moments.
Yeah, I'm dumping fucking holy water on him.
He immediately begins to sizzle.
All right, well, that's my answer. Steak.
Basically, Turok's just like crying out and being like, "Let go, you bastard!"
It seems the Dark Lord does not take living apprentices.
No. Now it's time to stake this bastard.
Wait, no! You see his eyes turn brown. Please, listen to me. I made a mistake. I read this book. I found this wine in the cellar. I drank from it, but it wasn't wine. It was blood. It turned me into something.
The Wizard of the Wine?
No, that's vampire blood, you fool.
Purple Grape Mash number 3. Does that sound familiar?
Yes, that's it.
Oh no.
Good thing you guys didn't drink that.
All of you are suddenly having recollections back to the festival.
Oh,
Lines and
no.
lines
Oh.
of kegs of Great Mash number 3. Everybody in the town drinking from these barrels, freely having the most of fun they've had at any festival, from the exuberant dance that Artemine put on. They're drinking themselves to sleep tonight. But it's going to be a sleep that they'll never wake up from.
Ah, yeah.
Fuck.
Oh, God. All right.
Oh, fuck.
Just want to pause and say I had a lot of anxiety and anticipation about getting to this moment, so I'm sorry if I was a little on edge today.
That's all good.
No,
The
you're
effect
fine,
is there.
dude.
The effect
It's
is
great.
there.
Fuck.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, that is
Wait.
so not fucking good.
Did I miss something? Because okay, Kragnar's
just to break
watching the
down
attic,
what that
and B,
means.
I was zoned out. I zoned out personally.
To break down what that means for those of you zoned out, for the viewers at home, the entire town of Vallaki may be, at this moment, half vampire. Because drinking the blood of a vampire will indeed make you a half vampire. Both human and vampire. Or,
Did you watch that show on Netflix, Midnight Mass?
I did not. But I can tell you where I got this idea from, and it is something I did watch on Netflix. But it's very, very old.
Okay.
And I first saw it in the 80s, so... Or no, probably the 90s. It was made in the 80s. I'm born in 88, so...
All right, watch Midnight Mass.
Around in the 90s.
Everyone watch Midnight Mass.
I would have been 2.
All right.
So half vampires in Vallaki because of this fucking little young punk kid.
No, this is far worse than that. The town is the wine that we found earlier.
Oh, you know what? Don't spoil it. Don't. You know.
No,
what?
it's not a spoiler. He just said it out loud.
He's looking at the poll. No, but Kragnar's looking at the poll. He's looking at the poll. He's looking at the poll right now. So yeah, let's save it.
All right.
Save it.
All right.
I want an 8 intelligence or 10 intelligence, 8 wisdom, or whatever the vice versa response. A visceral response to the news next session.
All right.
I look to Artemin and Tarok.
Yeah, no.
Deal with him and leave.
Yeah, no. We need to. Yep. So, if I want to stab him right now, do we start initiative on it?
Send me home, he says to you. And he closes his eyes, crosses his arms, and he lets go of your hand with the knife.
Tarok pulls his blade out, his rapier out, and goes, "Say hi," and tell him we're coming for him next. And I stab him straight into the heart.
You know it's messed up when Tarok is stabbing people.
You see him first turn to just ash and dust, and then smoke that rises and dissipates.
All right. Now, grab whatever we can from here. We got two passages to grab on the way, and we're going to fuck out of town.
What's happening over there? Is everything fine?
I would like to take a moment to go through all of this shit.
Yeah, checking the papers, checking the book, checking fucking anything and everything for more information, journals, log entries, anything.
This guy's probably hoarding spell materials too.
Within the course of just a short 10 minutes, I would say the lot of you can investigate probably the whole of this attic. So let's go through a little bit by a little bit here.
Yeah. Also, quick cursory question. Is there anything left of him, or did it, like, a skeleton, or is it all ash?
He turned to, like, ash, and then smoke, and then just dissipated into the air around you. Kind of like that spirit did, but a little bit more violently and fiery.
Gotcha.
I still think that we should have used a wooden stake.
Yeah, rapier does the job.
Corvus agrees. Wooden stake is the way to go.
Does it though? Wooden stake is part of a monster hunter's kit.
Wooden stake is part of the...
Wait, we distributed those. We distributed those, didn't we?
We did.
Yeah, I gave everyone a wooden stake.
You've now seen a couple, well, what you think are perhaps half vampires. You think that the vampires you faced earlier, I would say, from your guys' perspectives, just to give you guys some insight as to what your characters may or may not know from that fight, you think those were powerful vampires. Not vampires the likes of Strahd, maybe, but not
But his rank
vampire
and
spawn.
file.
Right, not spawn, but soldiers.
One of
And
Corvus's
soldier-
biggest questions is, how many vampires does Strahd have? And if you turn most of Vallaki from human into vampires, isn't the demand for blood, mortal blood, going to go up so much that you're going to need to replace all of these people you just turned, right?
You're gonna need to bring people to your
Corvus is so
domain.
confused.
And that's
that
exactly
has
what
a
he has
terrible
been.
implication. Yeah.
All right, so
You suddenly begin to realize these things, and wow, so nail on the head there, by the way, Corvus. But what I was also trying to say too was that he has lots of different allies likely here that are vampires.
It also implies
Spawns.
we're missing something too.
There's different varying power levels of these things. And you're slowly starting to experience that power level from what you just fought and what you fought at the church. You could see the varying difference between the two. And I just wanted to note that for you guys to make a connection that there's spawn, there's soldiers, there's age-old vampires like Strahd who are utterly and magnificently powerful.
Yeah, it just dominates everything.
Very, very,
How do you do
very
that?
old.
It's a really good thing that we blessed those bones.
Sure is.
so Terak wipes. Terak wipes his blade. Yeah, Terak wipes his blade clean and joins the others into figuring out the last of the paperwork we can find in this attic.
Going through chests, going through shelves, fucking reading scroll bullshit like King.
All right, so you start to uncover it all, guys. His plan from the very beginning.
Now, he is a Dylan Klebold. You fucking guys. Damn it.
This 17, 18-year-old boy has the conniving and clever of his father and grandfather before him, but he has the hatred and fury of a scorned son. And you can even see in his writings and plans the hatred seeping out for his father into them. Always some subtle footnote or comment. He'll pay. You'll see. I'll show him. All of these, very self-conscious thoughts, obviously. And in the plans, you see, kind of what you've surmised so far, but not only that, you see his intent to give Strahd the army he's looking for. And to be one of Strahd's most powerful allies. Become a ruler or leader in this land greater than his father, greater than his grandfather, stretching beyond the reaches of Vallaki, ruling next to the Lord himself. All would bow. All would respect me. And I could seek the power of the magic that I so desperately desire. You also see various charts about the teleportation circle. The teleportation circle is, to any person that has magical knowledge about teleportation circles, reading these things, would be, elementary that this is fucked. That anybody who uses this is gonna be in trouble, and that this kid has obviously been sending quote unquote tributes that he thinks, were going to Strahd, but really he was literally sacrificing not bodies or blood bags, but souls.
Oh, jeez.
Because when he was teleporting these people, he was, obliterating immediately. Millions of tiny little molecules.
Disaffected youth right there.
That was their death. Never to be buried, never to be recovered. Their families still left wondering where they went. all in the
Yo,
service
man,
of
that-
his god.
Oh
messed
man,
up.
yeah.
That's messed up.
This revelation would make Artemine.
You guys better
sick.
kill him. You better kill him before Kragnar gets wind
Oh,
of
he
this
did.
crap.
He already
Oh,
did.
yeah, Turok.
Good.
Turok pierced his heart.
For practice
Alright,
and for
yeah.
fun, Victor had dug up some old cat bones and wrote about it behind the Walker estate. And he
Killing
created
people.
6 cat skeletons.
God, what an
And these
asshole.
things, reanimated, now walk the streets of Valaki. He
What
writes
the
about
fuck?
how comedic it is to see the cats and their bony figures and structures walk around and slink around and still try and hunt for mice and small birds. This kid
Dig hole.
is disturbed,
Was.
You know what he is? He's a young punk. He's a young punk.
certainly.
He's a dead one.
Amongst all
Listening
this
to like
boyish
Papa Roach.
teenage angst and hatred for his
Yeah.
father and magical plans and his loyalty to obviously the one true Lord, there's no real signs of any connection with him and Strahd.
Hmm. Hmm.
And there's no signs of any connection with him and this Vasily that he's spoken of outside of the book, which doesn't look anything like any of the books you saw in that library. This thing is easily 400 years old. Easily.
Yeah.
Is it looking extra crazy like the Necronomicon or some shit? Like
It
it's some
does,
kind of
yeah.
evil
It
artifact?
has all sorts of crazy like inscriptions. That it's not like a normal book. This is just a grand master. I shouldn't say that. That's not the word I'm looking for. A great wizard's spell book. I was gonna say the Grand Wizard's spell book. That's the KKK. We don't want to include them. In
Oh,
this
he's yep, no.
No.
And
Don't
other
punch
You
it.
shit.
can't
Don't
use the
punch
word
it.
grand and
Ooh.
wizard together. That's a new
Nope.
D&D rule.
You can't.
Very
Yeah, Arch.
He's, a
worse than
he's an
Strahd.
arch wizard. Exactly. He's
Arch,
the arch
yep,
wizard.
yep.
Thank you. Dear Lord. Sorry,
So-
Twitch.
I thought they were called
Artemine is
Grand
going
Dragon.
to. Artemine is going to take a cloth, like some cloth out of his bag, and wrap it around the book, covering it up, folding it inside the cloth, and then tucking it away inside of his bag. We will have to
Well,
deal with this later.
I was
We
gonna say
cannot
I'll reach
take
out
it
for it
longer.
and put it in my bag of holding if you'd like.
Yeah,
you
sure, I
might-
suppose.
You might be mildly distracted by something you see in front of you, Aaron.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
oh.
You see what looks to be like a handkerchief. And what kind of stands out to you is it's folded up. I don't know if you've ever seen, like in hotels, they fold the towels like swans. This is folded up
Oh yeah.
sort of like a spiral or a glaive, if you will.
Interesting. I'll unfold it.
Begin to unfold it, and you see it unfolds pretty broad. It stretches out to first 1 feet, then 2 feet. You see that there's more still. Continue stretching it out. Gets out to a circular sheet. This handkerchief is massive. Looks like a freaking tablecloth. It's all black. Silk.
That's peculiar.
Very.
I have
Once
an
you-
idea, but
Once you kind of stretch it out like that, it looks weird. It doesn't look like a tablecloth anymore. You get this like creepy feeling in your head. Like I must have spent too much time hanging out with Victor or DM Gan because starting to go crazy. And that looks like a hole in the fucking ground.
It's a portable hole.
Yeah.
What
Oh,
the fuck?
Orvis has seen one of these. He gets excited.
Oh shit.
Orvis says, "I love these things."
You could put your hand into it. You find
And I do.
your arm disappears in midair. All you see is the edge of his arm, elbow deep, completely missing, looking like his arm just got severed Most of you are probably fucking startled thinking his arm just got cut off.
Corvus says, the last time I seen one of these, it was a circus act in Sigil.
You see a couple inches of his arm as he pulls it out a little further. It's deep. About 10 feet deep.
What happens if you put your head in it, bro?
Don't do it. Do not put your head in
Portable hole.
Jesus.
Where you put it, it makes a hole.
portable guillotine.
Yeah. It's
The magic shuts off as I get my head into it.
Did you say you put your head into it?
No.
I was gonna say, oh yeah, I'll tell you what happens if you put your head into it. It's similar to what happens if you put your arm into it.
You die.
No, it's just well.
No, you just blackness.
You lose
What a stroke of
consciousness.
luck.
Your body slumps. All right, I'm
What a
not.
stroke of luck
This doesn't
Ragnar's
happen
not here.
actually because he didn't do it. But just to tell you what would happen because it's funny. Your body slumps forward. The chunk of your body that's still visible, it slowly starts to slip into the hole as you look like you pass out into the hole. And all of you, from your perspective, it looks like you just fell in or was kind of like sucked in. But what happened was, as soon as your head went into the hole, it lost connection to the rest of your body.
Head in the hole.
Your body went
Black out
basically.
your soul.
It didn't have any commands going to it anymore, so it just went limp and slumped into the hole.
You became temporarily headless.
Yes, and brainless.
Oh, man, yeah, I need the brain to make a heart work.
That's an interesting piece of physics right there.
Yeah.
Someone's
Came up with that on
gonna
the
ask-
spot too, so I feel like that should be some good reviews.
Absolutely.
What about Corvus?
I'm gonna ask DM Gan this. I'm sure Aaron would know, but player Michael does not know. So if you put a bag of holding instead of bag of holding, you rip a fucking hole in.
Oh, stop with that.
Do not.
He's asking whether
tempting
if
fate.
he puts the portable hole in the bag, if it'll also create a fuck up, right?
Yeah, that's what.
Same
Yeah,
thing.
that's what I'm asking because I've
Same
been putting
thing.
everything in my bag and I don't
No,
want to fucking
no,
kill
it's-
all of us right now.
Yeah, no. So yeah, it is to give you the schematics. It is an extra planar dimension or an extra dimensional space. So it is a different plane. So you don't want to do that.
No,
Just
yeah,
to be
that
clear,
idea. Black
just to be
hole.
clear, is the pocket plane snook allowed or no?
A pocket plane
Because that's
snook.
what we're referring to.
Pocket plane
Snook.
snook. So you're talking about creating a gate to the astral plane? I
I
don't know.
thought
what
you were
to
talking about putting the two bags together to
Yeah,
create a
yes.
literal tactical nuke.
No, it doesn't
Yeah,
create a
no.
nuke. What it does is it instantly destroys the items and it creates a gate to the astral plane.
Oh, that's a lot more chill.
Well, that's for the portable
Not-
hole. If you do it the bag of holding the other way around,
Yeah,
not a
is
good
why
thing.
I'm-
Do not put the handkerchief into the bag of holding. And if you
Yeah,
want to put the bag of holding into the handkerchief, you're saying, I want to destroy both these items, and I want to
Yeah.
create a gate to the astral plane.
Let's just
This is
not.
why I'm asking.
Yeah.
for clarification.
That's what I
Yeah.
was asking. But I needed to know whether to put it in my regular bag or my magical bag. It's regular bag it goes into.
I like it. By the way, astral plane's kind of a cool place, so if you really need to get out of Barovia, I suppose that's one way to do it.
That is an option, yeah.
But we might need to do it soon.
Ground control
uh,
to Major Tom and just go to space. I love it.
Spelljammers
That's how
campaign
we'll
now.
start-
Yep.
That's how we start the Spelljammer campaign.
So we got Corvus and Tarek left to inspect some stuff.
Yep.
You're both in front of some things.
Yeah. Yep. What are you guys
Looks like there's some
specifically
magic stuff over here.
interested in so I don't overrule your interest?
I'm attracted to this lit alcove in the corner that looks like it's got some magic ingredients or some kind of stuff going on in this cabinet.
Oh, that.
See mushrooms and stuff.
Gotcha. Give me just 1 second here.
By the way, Simon, I was over at that table first. I was kind of thinking maybe want to check that chest out there, bud, Mr. Rogue.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know you were there. You moved.
Yeah.
Good. I go to the chest. Find some shiny things.
Oh, yum.
The amount of tabs I haven't open is just obscene right now. I gotta close some of
Oh,
these.
no.
organize and regroup.
Which one of these is playing music? Ah!
Start hearing some lame bass music that sounds like it's from the 80s. Start playing suddenly.
It's terrible.
Wow, wow.
Oh, and to give that spoiler away, the movie that I got, The Drinking of the Blood, Turning Them Half Vampires from, is a very, very old vampire movie from I think it's from the 80s. It might be from the early 90s. It is The Lost Boys.
Oh, that's a classic.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep. But that's in a lot of vampire movies, to be honest. So.
Yeah.
Very, very, very old. It's from the 90s.
Yeah,
well,
I was assuming
I'm-
like Dead Before
you
Dawn
know,
or something.
I'm just a wee 35-year-old lad. That's old. That's old for me.
I'm from the early 90s.
Yeah, you're very old now.
Oh God. I also like to point out like how
Fuck
Artemis
up.
has a magnifying glass now.
Yeah, I don't know how old the rest of the other guys is, but I'm just gonna say fuck off.
Whoa.
That means Simon is very, very old.
Just
You're
just-
only
just-
you're
it's
only
a
as old
couple
as
of
you
years,
feel.
but it's a couple of years more, but still fuck off.
This is my opinion, Simon. So you know, as soon as you hit the age of like, I don't know, 30 years old, from then until 70, you're old.
Oh, I've been old a while. Yes.
You just
Like,
don't you don't
shit
do
starts-
as much fun stuff. It just starts hurting. It's
Yeah,
just
shit
downhill.
starts happening with your body that's never
Nah.
happened before, and you're like, what in the fuck is going on?
Yeah, you count the amount of years by the amounts of times your bones crack when you wake up in the morning. Like you just hit the birthday and just like, oh, an extra crack. Hey, I'm a little year older
And
now.
when you're a teenager, you see all the older people, and they're like groaning and grunting when they get up and sit down in chairs. And you're like, oh, I'll never do that. Well, guess who does that now?
Just to be clear, I'm 37. I'm not that old. Just to be clear.
Yeah, it's
Hey,
not that
you
old at
missed
all.
a chance.
I'm 35, bro.
You missed a
We're
huge chance
right
to
there.
go Monty Python.
Yeah, I know. I'm just messing with these
37,
guys.
I'm not old.
Fuck off. You know what? I've never been that much I've never been in that much good health since I've been like fucking nerd all my life, and then since I've been 35, I've never been that much in shape. So, fuck off, youngster. I'll take her on.
He's like, I've finally gotten fit. I am now in a place where I feel like I can dominate 20-year-olds. That's not a good place to be, by the way.
Yeah, pretty much.
Let's see
All
here.
right.
Well, I think you guys are gonna find some interesting things that you're gonna like here. In that chest,
Yes.
you find a glyph, of some kind, an emblem, and I want to say you guys have seen this before. I'm pretty sure you have. It was a wooden glyph that you found. This, however, is a gold chain. Top, what looks to be a silver sun, a brilliant red ruby, sitting in the middle of it. It has etchings into the metal that make up the silver sun. And the silver sun has sharp points that extend out like rays of sunlight from all sides. And at first glance, I mean, it kind of looks to be like a weapon on a chain, but no, it's some sort of an emblem or glyph. Like I said, you've seen it before. And Corvus even has a wooden replica of this, as a matter of fact. You guys found in the Death House. I think that's where you guys found it. Or either there or right after the Death House.
All right.
Yeah, I think it was in the Death House.
Yeah, you
After
know,
our first battle.
it's a shiny trinket that we can identify once we're not in immediate death of wave of vampire spawn army. So we'll deal with that when we get there. Unless Gon tells us it's fine.
Oh no, you're all good. You can deal with that later.
Is there any-
Yeah,
anything else?
good.
Yeah, it's not ominous in any way or negative in any way. It looks to be something of probably quite a bit of value. the ruby at least, if anything. Gold chain.
Yeah.
And I did say silver, I should have said it's platinum. It is not silver.
Ooh.
Shiny trinket, mine. For now.
Surely that can't be the only thing in there, though.
It actually is, and it's the only thing in there, and it's buried in like not like hay, but you know, like the crate packing that they used to use back in the days for stuff. I think it was more like tumbleweed.
Well, this may have some sort of significance then.
Yeah, definitely. I'll keep it for now, but definitely we'll need to take a closer look later on.
What about Corvus?
Yeah, I'm looking in this alcove, looking for anything, jewelry, magic-y, valuable, whatever. Diamond dust, don't care. I'll pick each piece up individually. Each grain.
Sure would love some diamond dust.
Ooh, I'll
You
lick
don't
my
see
finger
diamond
and then...
dust, but you come across several jewelry boxes upstairs as you look around. And if you're looking for diamonds, you find them.
Fuck yes.
Pretty prevalently, as a matter of fact. There's
all
diamond
the
rings, diamond earrings, diamond bracelets, diamond necklaces. And you also see various other pieces of jewelry as well. Some of them have emeralds, some of them have sapphire, some of them have ruby. If we're making a mad grab, just picking up everything, I will give you guys like a grand list of cleaning this out.
Anything glowing in my detect magic?
Most of this looks like old, antiquated jewelry. If your detect magic is on, though, you definitely would sense. Let's see here.
Might have to dig through the pile if you said there's multiple boxes. Might take a little looking. But since it's on, he kind of just looks through, trying to make sure none of them aren't magical before he, just... We either take them for salvage or scrap value.
I'm trying to smash some of them diamonds.
Yeah.
Well, out of all the jewelry that you look through and start to look over, you see this one amulet, and it's strange. It's not shiny. It's dark. It's obsidian. It has a carved humanoid skull with ruby eyes and emeralds for teeth, and it hangs from the chain of an iron necklace.
Grim. Looks cool.
You sense
Part of me, right?
magic coming for this, and the school of magic, I would say, I have to put a classification on this because it has a lot of abilities. I'm gonna say that this is necromancy. Yeah.
So it glows with a necromantic aura.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Corvus is like, this thing looks incredibly cursed.
Right up my alley.
He carefully sets this one aside, wraps it in something, so you don't have to touch it with your skin, and puts it in his pack and sets it aside. And then the rest of the jewel boxes go into the backpack.
Wraith, did you have anything that you were trying to look through?
I'm an idiot. It's transformation. It's not necromancy. But neither here nor there. Wraith?
Yes?
I agree with his question. Do you find anything in the room interesting that you were looking over that you wanted to pick up, investigate, and sift over, see if you can find something?
I was
checking
over
these barrels over here, or these boxes, crates. along with these sacks. Trying to see if there's anything in here. Maybe even this chest. Oop. Go higher.
Yeah, you do find something interesting over there. And he's kind of been like the quiet one, digging in the corner. You see that he's been like removing larger, lighter boxes off of some old wooden crates that have that same kind of tumbleweed packing that the symbol or emblem that Tarak found had. And he opens the lid of one of the crates, and inside you see bright red sticks. They're cylindrical, about an inch wide, probably about 10 inches long.
Oh,
And
no.
they're all in an even line. And the crate looks old. And some of them have this wet, sticky material on the outside of their paper-like encasing.
Ooh. Ooh. Don't touch that. Don't touch that.
Touch it.
Don't touch it. I mean, touch it if you
Sounds
want,
like-
but that sounds like dynamite.
Yeah, who the hell would keep mining explosives in their attic? Jeez.
They don't know what it is.
You remember from your time spent in the monastery? The old rock mines that they used to blast, searching for ore, when you were just a young lad studying. And you know that these are sticks of dynamite, Wraith.
Old ones. Super old ones.
Very, very old ones. And they look to be leaking out of their encasings, which...
That's a powder keg waiting to go up.
Yeah, not a good thing.
Any chance we could store these in the portable hole?
Definitely an option. Portable hole, like I said, is an extra dimensional space. If an explosion occurs there, it will have no effect on you guys whatsoever.
Yeah, seriously, yeah, put them in the hole for sure.
What do you want
No
to
way
do?
anyone's putting that in their backpack. I will not allow it.
As you start to move the crates, you can see that there's also long, gigantic, wrapping, cabled cords of fuses. They're all loose. They look to be easily manipulatable to use with the dynamite.
Oh, man. We're definitely taking it.
So what do you want to do, Wraith? That's your call.
They've got a bag of holding and a portable hole this can go into.
I'm gonna attempt to put him in the portable hole.
Certainly seems like the safest choice.
All right. You can pull him out when you want to, buddy. They're going to be yours.
Carefully start to walk towards the hole. And you think about the schematics of this. You heard them talking about it, chatting about it. Some of them were mentioning some of its qualities, having been familiar with what this item may be. And you know that that hole is 10 feet deep. You're going to need to lower them safely and gently like a baby into that portable hole. In order to salvage them, that is.
And for them to potentially not blow up in your face, yeah.
That's a good point as well. Definitely a possibility.
You did take pains to mention all of the crystallized nitroglycerin on them.
I did. I said it was sticky substance, alright? I didn't identify it as crystallized nitroglycerin. I'm just kidding. You are very perceptive. You and Artemine both. You knew what was going on right away. And I bet you Simon probably did too.
I bet I wasn't saying anything. J-Rock doesn't know.
Like, I'm staying away from this. Somebody else can use it. I agree.
Artemine likes to control his explosions.
So does Aaron.
To be honest, though, magic makes using TNT so much easier.
Very well. If we've, are You trying to lower that down safely, or you trying to just dump it and forget it?
I will assist him in this matter. I will grant him guidance for this. This is important.
You say, I'm sure between two mage hands we could probably lower it pretty gently.
That is not a
the
bad
double
point.
mage hand. There you go.
That is not a bad point at all. We do got double mage hand going on. If you wanna save these things safely, Wraith, we can offer a solution.
If you'd like to use that, then go ahead.
Very well. Aaron and I in tandem control our mage hands to cautiously and very slowly just order our mage hands to guide it down. And only let go of our breath once we let go of our concentration on mage hand.
Yeah.
Well, if we're done thrashing the thralls, or the wretched thralls' abode, I believe it is time we make our departure. We are not welcome this far into the manor, after all.
Especially the vampire spawn are about to spawn everywhere.
Say, it seems as though we're not going to be welcome in the city soon.
All right, we need to go grab our two friends, Bismarck and Ismail, and
Maybe get to the church. I don't know.
gotta get Irina and Ismark out of here first now, and then get out of here as fast as we can. I guess they were last time we saw them was what, with the at the inn.
Yep,
Yes.
that is correct. They were in the festival. They were at the festival too, I think.
Hopefully they haven't drunk anything bad, and then just like, let's go.
Oh God. Might be too late for them.
Hopefully not. Let's cross
You know
our
what, come
fingers.
to think of it, we're pretty strapped for time here, so Corvus is going to transform into a rat, jump out the window, and he's going to make his way to the tavern and tell Ismark and Irina by the time you guys are even out of here.
That's a good plan. We'll
Jesus,
make our way
okay.
out, and you just make a
While you
beeline.
guys are doing this.
You go down the trapdoor. You end up back down the good old fireman's pole. You find yourself in the master bedroom once more. You're surprised that you don't hear the sound of footsteps of guards after the shattering of the mirror. There's no signs that that's being investigated. There's no one to come scold you for having ventured wrongfully this far into the mansion. And that fact doesn't give you comfort.
That's a little concerning in and of itself. Yeah.
We may be too late
We're just.
for anyone.
There's nothing wrong. We're just lucky. Yeah.
Mm,
You hear utter silence in the house.
So you'd probably see Aaron pick up to what his best approximation of a run would be.
You guys begin to jog and run.
Yep.
Making it down into the stairs, back into the kitchen, and right there the back door is wide open. And you guys closed it when you entered the building behind you, but it now just lays ajar, one of the double doors wide open.
Alright, just gonna.
From the outside, you no longer hear the snores of the guard who is sitting there. And you can also see that a pool of blood lies at the back entrance.
Seems the party's been going strong without us.
As you walk out into the entrance, or out of the exit, I guess I should say, of the burgomaster's house, the pool of blood leads to the young guard who is sleeping next to his tankard of ale. and he's twitching, convulsing, his throat ripped open, an entire chunk of it missing, as though bitten by a shark or an alligator, a monster. Certainly not of this world. Or perhaps of this world.
This specific world, yeah.
Specifically of this world.
Well, that doesn't bode well. I'm gonna kneel down and stake him.
Say Artemis, stake him to be sure.
Yeah, I thought I was the expert of sarcasm here. All right, let's stake the fucker and just go get our friends.
When you stake this poor beast, he simply convulses more and then stops twitching after a while.
We'll leave that stake.
Might have been just a guard banging his throat ripped out because he wasn't drinking any wine. Still doesn't hurt to not take a chance. He was going to die.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, he was convulsing and suffering to death versus just a quick stake to the heart to quick, a quick death, not a slow one.
Yeah, definitely was still alive and suffering. No,
Alright.
no longer though. You put him to rest.
I think we're missing a Corvus and a Kragnar.
Corvus went ahead to see if he could warn.
Oh yeah, that's right. We're missing a Kragnar then.
As you come out of the house and into the town of Valaki once more, into what is now the dusky daylight that Valaki provides, even on a nice day like this. You don't hear the sounds of jubilation and music. You hear the sounds of screams, women, children, and men alike, coming from the town square.
Alright, we gotta book it, y'all.
As presumably those who have abstained are now facing down those who had not. And with that, we will pause our session for the night and resume tomorrow, or resume next week.
That sounds like a good guy.
Hey guys,